Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate branch of Roswell. Now, a word from our sponsors.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Time to get back to the action. Welcome to Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
All right, welcome. Another edition of our Dion Goddard Rocket Football Coaches Show. Coach Bolaños, I am Coach Deck. So, Coach, big win going into the bye week. Tight game, back and forth. Give us your final thoughts on that big win going into the bye week.
I thought the boys played really good, and you know, Deming was everything that we expected them to be. You know, they schedule or their record, you know, was they had yet to win a game. So, but it's like we're telling the boys, you know, that was a team, man, that's capable of winning on any Friday night. You know, so they got good coaching. Their coaches do a great job, and that's a prideful program. So, and that's exactly what Friday night is a tough ball game. So, but I was proud of the boys, the way they handle that adversity. So, you know, just signs of we're growing up and we're getting better, you know, every week. So, yeah, definitely proud of the boys.
So we get that win. You go into the bye week, and obviously you want to heal up. You know, you got all those bumps and bruises, things like that. You know, refresh physically, mentally, but you also want to stay in a rhythm too. So talk about how the bye week went and what you had going for the boys.
Yeah, definitely a lot of rest. Monday, you know, we watched film, and Tuesday we had a light practice. Got the boys out early, and Wednesday was a light practice as well. Got them out early, and then, you know, Tuesday, you know, it was a little physical, short but a little physical, and then Friday, you know, we got that boys out early and just kind of got a little head start over on Mayfield. So watched some film and broke them down and kind of cover some things that we're going to try to do and how we're going to defend stuff. And so got a little head start there. Probably not even a head start since we played Thursday, but yeah, it was kind of like a Monday for us in some way.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that too. So coming out of the bye week, and then I'm sure you're ready to play, eager to play. It's hard sitting around, and then you don't have to wait till Friday.
Yeah.
We'll make the trip down to Las Cruces for that Thursday night game.
Yeah, the boys are excited. I mean, you go a whole week not playing ball when you're playing it every single week, and the kids are excited, the coaches are excited. I mean, we're glad it's a Thursday, versus a Friday. So yeah.
Obviously, Mayfield. There's a lot of history there with Mayfield High School and Goddard dating back forever, basically,
Yeah.
and also with Coach Bradley, associated with Mayfield, also Roswell High School. So a lot of history anytime Goddard and Mayfield play. So that probably brings up a lot of memories for you as a player and a coach, even before you're the head coach at Goddard.
Yeah, there's you look at Mayfield and Mayfield to me, still just a kind of like what we saw a couple weeks before, just prideful programs, love to run the ball. We're running the ball and stop it, so it's that they do a pretty good job in that part, but yeah, just some good football and that's we're hoping to go down there, and that's what we're expecting to. Just doesn't change this week, so we're expecting a fight at the Field of Dreams.
Well, in Mayfield, coming in with a 2-4 record, but obviously they're not a 2-4 type of team. Like you said, they have a lot of pride, a lot of talent. They're a well-coached football team. So talk a little bit about what we can expect from them. Are they still pretty run heavy and all that, kind of with the tight ends and fullbacks? And
yeah. So they're sitting at 2-5, and they've had some struggle. They lost a lot of seniors, a ton of seniors last year, and so they got some. They played Lovington the week before and struggled with Lovington, and so looking at Mayfield, they got a ton of kids. Well, not a ton of kids. They got some kids that they spot play on both sides of the ball, but every film we've watched, nobody seems to be in the same kind of position. So there's just a lot of kids that just kind of bounce around. You got somebody playing nose tackle one game, then you got them playing backer the next game, and you got somebody playing corner to free, and there's just a rotation of kids. And so, but the one thing that kind of helps that situation is they run a few set of plays at you, and they're pretty good at it, man. They're going to run power, they're going to run lead, and some gap scheme stuff, and they're going to run the ball, and it's sometimes it's pretty obvious when they're going to throw, but they're the way I kind of see them is they got 4 downs to get a first, and a lot of teams will try to get a first with 3 downs, but if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they're going for it. So there's been a big emphasis on stopping the run this week. So, the number 10 quarterback, he's a tough kid, and they've rotated through a few running backs and some fullbacks and some sniffer backs. They got a couple formations they come out of, but one of them is obviously, tackle over is a big one for them. So yeah, but they're their passing game, it's simple, but it's effective, because they run the ball so dang much, and you try to, pack the box, and next thing you know, they're going to throw the ball on you. So yeah, I think they do a pretty good job, scheme wise and stuff.
Now, did they have how many kids do they have going both ways, or are they pretty well?
There's probably 4 players that they got that play heavy amount on offense and defense, but the rest, they spot play. So one guy in the trenches who makes a living on both sides of the ball, but everybody else, and that's why, last year we saw them win the 4 down against us, and this year we're expecting an odd front, just 3 down linemen, and that's just because I feel like they don't have the personnel to really get with 4 down. So they got more linebackers than they do defensive linemen. So that's to me, I think that's their strength defensively.
Mm-hmm. Now there's some talk on the street, and this is just the street, but maybe Mayfield overlooking Goddard a little bit, kind of looking ahead to some of the later games on their schedule. What are your thoughts on that?
It's man, you play every game, right? And yeah, maybe some teams overlook us, some teams don't. We struggled last year, and we're trying to build something here, and that was the message last year to the boys is, you lose a game, you go 2-9, and what are you telling the kids? You try to win the locker room after every game, and that's probably something that I told the boys consistently is, we're building something. Just have faith, man. We're building something, and some teams overlook us, some teams don't. Regardless of what they think of us, we're going to show up every single day, man, and we're going to work our butts off. And we didn't overlook anybody we've played the week before, regardless of their record. So every team we've played this week, we've had a tremendous amount of respect for, and we've prepared for them, just as if they were undefeated. So it's for us, it's 1 week at a time, and that's how we're going to approach it. So whether they overlook us or not, but it's in the end, it's played out, and however coaches prep for any teams that they play, it's maybe there's some regret on Friday night after you're going home, and maybe there's not. So who knows? But we'll show up and we'll compete and we'll work our butts off.
So the boys have to be pretty wound up and excited for this trip.
Yeah, they're excited. Boys are excited.
So Mayfield Thursday night. So Coach, let's talk a little bit more. Did you get any time to watch some more Jurassic Park on the bye week? Or
yeah, the Jurassic Park, the rebirth. So that's what it was. I couldn't think of what it was, and so as a matter of fact, I think the last time we saw it was Monday. I had a couple coaches over for dinner on Monday night, and we were able to watch the Chiefs. And so my wife said, "All right, Jaden, turn that off. This is the second time you're watching Rebirth, and in a 5-hour span." So he loves him some dinosaurs. So yeah, we're able to watch that a little bit. But
one of these times, those dinosaurs are not going to get out of the cage. They keep getting out, Coach.
Yeah, they do.
So let's talk a little bit. We'll finish up on this at Mayfield game. Talk about some key players for us going down there to Las Cruces.
Brady Gibbs has been playing some excellent football. He had 195 yards, if I remember correctly, on the ground, and just 19 carries. I mean, he's tough, but you got to give credit to those big boys up front. They're doing a pretty good job in what we're doing. So we rotate through a few boys, but Brady's doing a good job, and Isaiah Montoya, Nate Vasquez, those kids are, man, they're football kids. Like, those kids love to watch film, and they study, and they do a great job of being locked in when we're practicing. So they're great leaders for our football program. So Brady Gibbs has had some great games for us as of recently, and so yeah, I mean, you want to pack the box and stop Brady. I mean, we got some quarterbacks that can throw the ball decently well. So if that's the case, Josiah does a great job for us too. He's a threat down the field, and so we're expecting good games out of those guys. Every single week, and defensively, Sorg does a phenomenal job for us, and I think Jordan Chavis and Mesquita Kyle can have pretty good games this week for us too. So they got some big responsibilities there, on their keys. So yeah, we're excited for those guys.
And then freshman and JV update, probably getting closer towards the end of their seasons, or
so we got 2 left with those guys. Upon my hire, first thing I asked Britt is like, I want to get these guys 9 games, and let's get them playing football every single week. So our freshies, they got this week and they got next week, and our freshies go to Clovis Thursday, and our JV plays Los Lunas here Saturday. So that'll be a good one for them.
Excellent. So Thursday night football under the lights down in Las Cruces at the Field of Dreams. Goddard and Mayfield. Goddard coming out of a bye. So hopefully you can make the trip down there. If you can't make it, Coach Roybal and I will be making the trip as well. also with Doug, and we're going to stream that live for you, ksvptv.com. 1061 La Pantera. Thank you again to Dion's for our Goddard Rocket Football Coaches Show. Go Goddard, roll blue. See you next week.
Go Rockets.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
All right, welcome. Another edition of our Dion's Goddard Rocket Football Coaches Show.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
Welcome back to the Goddard Rocket pregame show. Now time for your player spotlight.
My name is Mark Guerrero. I'm a senior class of 26 actually. I play right guard and quarterback. I want to shout out my moms and my pops, always supporting me on this long journey. My favorite subject at school is lunch. And one of my favorite things about being a Rocket is pancaking number 3 every day.
My name is Hunter Rose Bishop. I am a senior. My position is defensive tackle. I love my parents, my dad, and my mother. Favorite subject is history. My favorite thing about Goddard Rocket football is the commitment we make throughout the season, pulling ties and making each other better through the time. Go Goddard.
My name is Reyes Nunez. I'm a junior. I play left tackle for the offense. My parents are Gary Nunez and Christina Nunez. My favorite subject has got to be football. And my favorite thing about being a Rocket is, just playing, being out there and being with the team. Go Rockets.
My name is Lorenzo Lente. I'm a junior, position center. Favorite subject, history. Favorite thing about being a Rocket is just hanging out with my brothers, and we're like a family.
My name is Marcus Torres. I'm a sophomore, class of 2028. My position is right tackle. I'd like to shout out my mom and dad. My favorite subject is sports medicine. My favorite thing about being a Rocket is the coaching staff and following my brother's footsteps.
That's your Goddard Rocket Player Spotlight. Pregame show continues right after this.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
This October, it's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. Scary good deals on everything for your home. Active reclining sofa and love seat, just $9.88 both pieces. 5-piece pub sets, just $2.88. Queen-size mattresses as low as $148. Huge savings store-wide, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
Nobody beats Shorty.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas. Support career and technical education programs for Chaves County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chaves County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Check out some of the big savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select cans of Food Club veggies are 2 for $3, and select boxes of Hot Pockets are $3.98 each. In produce, green asparagus is $2.99 a pound, and large green bell peppers are 3 for $1. In the meat department, 2.5-pound bags of boneless, skinless chicken breasts or tenders are $5.99 each, and whole boneless pork loins are $1.99 a pound. These are just some of the big savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right. Welcome. Welcome. Live here from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Sun went down. Beautiful sunset out here. I'm Coach Deck, joined by, as always, Coach Roybal.
Coach, Field of Dreams, my first time being here. Absolutely beautiful. Have some soccer going in the background. Mayfield decided to have their homecoming against Goddard. Interesting decision. We'll see if that works out for him. Coach, bold strategy.
Yeah, and like you said, homecoming and Goddard making the long road trip coming off a bye week. Mayfield 2-5 on the season. But again, it's one of those, Coach, you know, Mayfield is one of the most prideful and
high school football programs in the state of New Mexico. A lot of tradition. So that's a deceiving record, and they've been playing good ball all year, playing tight games, and expect a good one tonight.
Yeah, Coach, like you said, 2-4, but I was looking, and they have the fourth strongest strength of schedule in Class 5A, which is why at 2-4, 2-5. 2-5, they are number 7 in Class 5A, Coach. So, even though they do have that record, like you said, a bit deceiving because they've had a tough schedule, and they're still ranked number 7 in Class 5A. And Goddard, Coach, moving on up. We are now number 23 overall. We cracked the top 25, Coach, deservingly so. And then number 5 overall in Class 5A. So we have a 5 versus 7 matchup coming tonight. Gadsden's still ranked ahead of Goddard. But if Goddard gets a couple of wins, Coach, these next few weeks, I anticipate them moving on up because we're going to have a gauntlet of a schedule these next 3 weeks, Coach. Mayfield, perennial powerhouse, multiple state championships. Artesia, perennial powerhouse, leads the state in state championships. And then Roswell High, perennial powerhouses, had multiple state championships in the last few years. And then, as you can see, Mayfield's got some big boys, Coach. And then
crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
Mayfield out of the locker room.
Yeah, a lot of Mayfield fans here tonight. Just a quick shout out, Coach. Tonight's live video feed is brought to you by Las Cruces Public Schools and LCPS TV, connecting our community through education, athletics, and pride. Thank you, LCPS TV, for keeping fans in the game.
All right, so Mayfield is out, waiting on Goddard to come out. Nice showing of Goddard fans making the long trip. So Goddard about to come out of the locker room, and Mayfield is going to pull the color guard along with the national anthem. So we'll take a quick timeout for the national anthem and the color guard, and then we will be back for the kickoff. Goddard Rocket football live in Las Cruces coming up in 3 minutes. Roll Blue.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Roswell Honda is once again ready to paint it pink. All month long, Roswell Honda will be donating $50 from every vehicle sold to the Chaves County Cancer Fund. Then join Roswell Honda Saturday, October 25th for free food and drinks, Jolly Jumps for the kids, and local vendors selling handmade items to raise even more. Don't forget to register for your chance to win one of 3 designer purses. Drawing at 1 must be present to win. Paint it pink all month long at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd. If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Honda Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Honda Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
No doubt about it, our favorite season is fall. Leaves fall, temperatures fall, and electric bills fall. Fall brings us the joy of mowing our lawn for the last time and the sadness of picking that last tomato. Here at Roswell Seed Company, we start to talk about pansies, broomweed, and the first freeze. Yeah, we can get downright giddy. This is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you that fall is when Mother Nature starts to show off. Try not to miss any of it.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast, no matter how remote the site. When every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by
Bob Reed Pest Control. Reliable, professional, and experienced. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, welcome. Here we go, live from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Your Goddard Rockets, Goddard Rocket football making the long trip. Coach Deck, joined by Coach Roybal. That was a nice, comfy drive, Coach, and got us a nice spot up here in the press box. Goddard is out of the locker room wearing our baby blue tops with white pants, looking sharp. Mayfield, their green top, yellow pants. Mayfield, their classic look from over the years.
And Coach Goddard set to kick off. Mayfield going to receive. Looks like they're going to be in the 5-3-2-1 kickoff return look. And yeah, Coach, the baby blue on white, baby blue tops, white bottoms looks pretty smooth. We have quarterback Nate Vasquez going to kick off. Goddard going with the 5-5 look, 5 guys to both sides. We have Josiah Castillo on this side, Noah Lujan, Angel Mesa, Talon Payne, Elijah Sanchez.
Yeah, and stick around for our player spotlight interview. Angel Mesa, Mark Grahiola putting on a show for us and all you fans back home in Roswell. Nate Vasquez has been doing it all this year, Coach, playing some quarterback, kicking, punting duties, doing it all, just a sophomore, and we are lined up, ready to go here.
Yeah, Coach, in the last few weeks before the bye week, Nate's showing off some of his running ability, becoming a dual threat quarterback.
And he's getting Talon Payne's shoes tied there for him too. He's doing it all out there. All right, so not sure what the holdup is, but Mayfield's ready. Goddard is ready. We are ready. Doug is ready. And Nate is getting his approach ready here. And all is right in the world. Goddard kicks it deep to Mayfield. Friday Night Lights underway, and that's going to be a touchback. Great kick from Nate Vasquez, and some carnage there between the kickoff teams. Coach, that was a touchback. Both teams clicking up right there. That was nice, and that kind of sets the tone. And you know it's going to be a physical game. So Mayfield will take over on offense to start the game right on their 20-yard line. We'll get Mayfield's offense as we go.
Yeah, Coach, multiple head-on collisions right there on that kickoff. Ended up being a touchback here on this beautiful Thursday night in Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Mayfield at the 20. Goddard, defensive line, defensive ends, Jeremiah Sorg, Hasiel Perez, defensive tackles, looks like Eric Gutierrez in there, and probably Levi Vizcarra. Mike linebacker, we have Talon Payne, outside backers, Angel Mesa, and Deegan Gaston.
And all right, here we go. Slight delay after that touchback. All right, Goddard going to go with a 4-down look, 3 linebackers. Mayfield, base run up the middle, bounces off a guy. He's got some space. And then it's going to be about a 9-yard run there from Benavidez, number 23 for Mayfield, getting the start at running back.
And Coach Eric Gutierrez with the tackle down the field.
Great to have him back, Coach. He is an absolute stud.
Yeah, Coach, always making plays, filling up the stat sheet on the defensive line. Does a good job against the run or pass at that defensive tackle position, so much needed.
So it's going to be a 1st down ball, tip of the ball right on the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to run a little inside spike lead play. Goddard all over that one. We were actually all over the first play, too. It just broke a tackle and kind of just came out of the trash there on that first play and got 10. But Goddard wraps up, finishes the tackle there, just a gain of 2. Mayfield, they're huddling, but it's a quick huddle. It's twins to the right, a wing to the right, really more like a sniffer to the right, split into the left, gun to the left. And there's a big run there for number 2 from Mayfield.
And
Marcus Castillo, nice run there. You're going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Jordan Chavez coming up from the safety position to make a tackle, Coach. Pretty sure tackler for the Goddard Rockets for sure. And 3rd and, like you said, Coach, 3rd and 2 now. Big 3rd down already on this opening drive. Goddard would love to get a quick stop right here. And Mayfield staying in that same formation, Coach. Stacked receivers here on the near side. Single receiver on the far side with a sniffer back. Gun to the right. Goddard coming with the blitz. Going to be a keeper by the quarterback. He's going to pick up the 1st down. And a host of Rockets are going to be in on the tackle.
Yeah, so Goddard bringing the heat on on 3rd and 2.
It looked like
and that is going to be a 1st down for Mayfield. See the crowd getting wound up over that.
Yeah, Coach. And Ryan Romero in, outside linebacker. And then safeties, Kyle Mosqueda, Jordan Chavez.
So a little different formation here. They're going to stack the receivers to the left, split to the right. Gun to the left, play action pass, straight drop back, throwing the ball deep. And he's got a man, but out of bounds and great coverage.
Oh,
and they're
wow.
going to call a flag, and I don't like that call there. He didn't get his head around, but really that ball was out of bounds, looked like. And I don't think he impeded the progress of the receiver, despite not getting his head around. Really just knocked the ball out.
Yeah, I didn't agree with
Intended
that call
for number
either, Coach.
4. Cabanas, Israel Cabanas. We have the quarterback's number for Mayfield here. Let's see if we can get that.
Looked like pretty good coverage right there by Jesus Ortiz, Coach, but the refs thought otherwise.
So we'll get the pass interference.
And, Coach, the opposite
call.
corner today, on the left side, the wide side right now, is Auden Lacey, number 6, sophomore. And good to see him stepping up and getting the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. Good to see these. That's one of our young, talented players. He's a good basketball player, too. Getting the start in a big matchup at Mayfield. Love it.
I was waiting to see where they put the ball. They put him Goddard's 44, but Eric Gutierrez says you're going to be put back a lot further than that.
Rejection, roll blue.
Tackle
Eric
for
Gutierrez.
loss. Solo tackle, Eric Gutierrez already filling up the stat sheet, Coach.
That's what he does. Did you print off an extra one since he's playing?
Yeah, I got 3 boxes reserved for him tonight, Coach.
Yeah, all right. So Goddard's defense bows up after that questionable pass interference call.
And a big loss right there, 4 yards, Coach.
So Mayfield, twins left, split to the right, sniffer back to the right. That's a big right tackle that he's sniffing by. Gun to the right. Oh, lead power play.
Looked like Goddard went with the man cover 1 look, Coach. I love it. You know, we got some good athletes on the field. Let's bring some pressure and get after them.
You know, and Mayfield historically has been a run-heavy team. Obviously, Coach Bradley there now. Jim Bradley back in the day, legendary New Mexico coach from Mayfield, also Roswell High School. They come from a wishbone family, power run-oriented football, and Mayfield, they do a little more spread now, but you can see it. It's spread to run with some big boys up front, and they're pulling. Here's 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. Mayfield going to show a trips look. Quarterback keeps it. Guess who? Eric Gutierrez along with the whole other defensive line, Sorg and everybody. No gain on the play. Probably lost a couple. Roll blue. Make it 4th down.
Looked like Hasiel Perez also in on that tackle for loss, Coach. Going to bring up a big 4th down already in the game. Look, maybe Mayfield's going to try a pooch punt, Coach. Because there's no way,
right? I wouldn't
right?
expect them to go for this here. Maybe a hard count.
We need to get someone back, though, just in case they pooch it.
And I think they are going to get us to jump. And Goddard coaches are not going to be happy with that. You know, it's 4th and 15. You know, probably going to try to get us to jump. But the good news for Goddard, it's still going to be 4th and 9, but maybe Mayfield thinks about it a little bit longer, 4th and 9 instead of 4th and 14. I would expect them to still punt here. I mean, you are in Goddard's territory, but
Goddard's offense is explosive, and you don't want them to be getting the ball that close.
Yeah, and long road trip. It takes a little bit to get warmed up on the road, and I would punt and try to pin us, but it looks like Mayfield is going for it. High drama in Las Cruces.
Coach, high drama already. Here we go.
Play action pass. He's going to step up, throw the ball deep. Has his man, and it is incomplete. No way. It's incomplete.
Yeah,
right?
the other ref came up and said, no way, incomplete.
So he signaled like it was good, but to stop the clock. I think he just got his signals mixed up there, right?
Coach, they're still talking. There's no way he's going to. The ball hit the ground. It's a pass breakup all day by Jesus Ortiz. Let's move on. Goddard ball at the 44-yard line. There's no further need to discuss this. There's no way.
Oh, my gosh.
There is
are they going to give Mayfield the ball right there?
There is no way.
The crowd loves it.
The ball was literally on the ground, Coach.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Is this the kind of game that we're going to be getting?
It's looking that way.
There is absolute.
That's one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
What is that? Oh my gosh, that ref is.
I mean,
that ref needs to be studied right now.
I mean, the ball.
How is that official on a varsity football field making that call, Coach? If that happened in a Little League game, the coaches would be losing their minds.
I mean, the ball rolled out and was 10 yards away from the
Coach,
play. They said it was a catch.
It's that referee's first time calling a football game. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. I think you have to have experience to make a call that bad. I mean, it's deliberate.
The line judge ran up to him shaking, no, incomplete. And somehow he convinced him otherwise. And the white hat is at fault also for allowing this erroneous call to just stand, Coach.
So Goddard has to stiffen up here. 1st and goal Mayfield on the 5-yard line. A little tight end heavy package there. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to score a touchdown. for Mayfield. That is number 10, Xavier Ochoa. And Coach Mayfield, Las Cruces Field of Dreams, they have the flickering lights here. It's a pretty cool effect, but that's a really tough break for Goddard. Coach, we get the stop on 4th and 10. Essentially, Hail Mary, just throw it up deep. Incomplete pass, called complete. The officials discuss it for 5 minutes, and then the defense has to come back out on the field. Mayfield punches it in. Tough break, but.
Coach, at the Field of Dreams, even in Mayfield's wildest dreams, they never would have thought that they would have got that lucky with the call. Oh, my gosh.
That's the field of nightmares for Goddard right there.
But we're going to turn this around quick, Coach. I think this is just going to ignite the boys, and they're going to get after it.
All right, so Mayfield takes the early lead, 7-0. We will be back for the kickoff. Goddard Rocket Football, KSVPTV.com, brought to you by LCPS TV. Roll Blue.
What's going on, guys? Jeremy Roll here at Roswell Honda. It's October at Honda, so that means it's time to paint Roswell Honda pink. For every vehicle that we sell, we donate $50 to the Chaves County Cancer Fund, and last year we raised $5,000, and this year we're trying to beat that. But that's not all. We also have a drawing for some designer purchases that we're going to give away, along with some other prizes. So come see us October 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 2177 West 2nd Street, right here in Roswell.
All right, we are back. So Mayfield, early 7-0 lead over Goddard. Goddard's defense had a great series, got to Mayfield to 4th and 14. We jump, brings up the 4th and 9. Mayfield still goes for it. Throws a bomb down to the 5-yard line. Incomplete pass. Goddard knocks it out. The ball's rolling away from the play on the ground. The official calls it good.
Somehow, some way.
After a long meeting, call it good. Absolutely ridiculous. And then Mayfield punches it in after that. So Mayfield's going to fake the roller ball kick, which is illegal anyways. I don't know why they still do it. Can't kick off like that, but they buzz back out and do a regular kickoff. Going to be a short one. Goddard going to fair catch that one. Good play by Jesus Ortiz. So Goddard now will take over on our own 36-yard line. Coach, what a beautiful night here in Las Cruces. High of about 85 during the day. Traffic was smooth. We eased on in here.
I love the field layout too, Coach.
Definitely. I mean, Field of Dreams, one of the better stadiums in the state for sure.
Really smart, fair catch right there by Jesus Ortiz, giving Goddard great field position. Looks like at the 35-yard line, Coach.
All right, so you're going to have a twins to the left, a wing and split in to the right. Isaiah Montoya going to hand off right up the middle. There goes Gibbs, breaks a tackle. Roll Blue into Mayfield's territory. Big-time run on the first play of Goddard for offense. Offensive line doing work.
Quick 19 yards right there by Gibbs, Coach. Great start to the game, and you know that's what Goddard's been doing, controlling the line of scrimmage offensively, letting Gibbs run wild, and hopefully that is some foreshadowing as to how the night is going to go for the Rockets. Got Benavides going in motion from right to left, Coach, making that a trip side on the far side. And we're going to go counter to the right with Gibbs.
Another big gain down there, about a 7-yard run down to Mayfield's 39-yard line. Mayfield playing this a tight front type of look. It's 3 down linemen, a nose with a couple 4 eyes, and they're really trying to stop that inside zone running game from spread teams. And
And the backers are supposed to fill in the gaps, but Goddard.
It's kind of a newer defense, kind of a unique attack, but what ends up happening, you quickly end up having to change that front, and Mayfield does. They're misaligned, though. Montoya off the edge, breaks one tackle. He's going to be down to the 31-yard line of Mayfield. Roll blue, first down again. Goddard heating up. Mayfield having trouble lining up.
What's the hold up here, Coach? That back judge call something? Yeah, he did.
There is a flag. It's going to be a holding on Goddard, so back it up, make it 2nd and 12. And Goddard has struggled with holding penalties this year, but it's usually not on those inside runs. I mean, that was, we bounced that one outside there, and that's where we've been getting in trouble, some of these holding calls. So it should be 2nd and 12. Coach, I think we'll just keep running right at them. Mayfield really, they're not very sound in their alignment up front. We're going to straight drop back and pass, throwing it deep. Castillo goes up, can't come down with that one. Good ball. And bring up a 3rd and 12. And now 3rd and 12. Advantage obviously goes over to Mayfield's defense. See if they bring some pressure.
Coach, offensive line. I got Dez Secre, Remy Franco. Here we go. Vasquez dropping back. He's got it, man. Is that Lujan or Valdez? I think
it's going to be Valdez. He's going to.
Oh, it is Lujan.
Oh, Lujan. Yeah, 1 yard short of the first down.
11-yard catch right there by Lujan, Coach.
Mayfield brought some pressure on that. Good job by the offensive line picking that up. Bring up a 4th and short. Goddard will go for this. You already know.
Also, Coach, Mark Grahiola, Lorenzo Lente, and then Reyes Nunez. And it looks like we have Sabrian Benavidez as our wing/H-back today, Coach.
So Goddard making a lot of substitutions. Maybe this would be the Mafia package.
Some high drama again, Coach, on 4th down here for the Rockets this time.
I don't think he got it. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short. His knee went down before the ball crossed, so Mayfield's going to get a stop here. They might measure it, but it looks like he's short from where we're at. And it is going to be a turnover. So Mayfield's defense did a good job on that 4th and 1 play. So Goddard's defense will have to come out. Mayfield up 7-0 over Goddard, first quarter, 4:17 on the clock. Coach Deck with Coach Roybal, Thursday night football under the lights.
Yeah, Coach, just not how you wanted the game to go, with Mayfield getting a fortuitous call go their way, and which led to a touchdown, and Goddard going for it on 4th in Mayfield's territory and not getting it. So defense needs to bow up and get a big stop right here, Coach.
Oh, big hit there from Goddard on the base run inside from Mayfield. That is Angel Mesa all over that one. Ochoa, the quarterback, handed that one off to Benavidez. Goes nowhere. Bring up a 2nd and 10. We are on 106.5 Talk FM, KEND tonight, as well as KSVPTV.com, brought to you by LCP TV down there in Las Cruces. Ochoa going to roll back to the left, throw it, has a man caught down deep into Goddard's territory, down to the 22-yard line. Looks like we had a miscommunication on the coverage there. And number 4 for Mayfield comes up with that one, Israel Cabanas again.
And Coach, we brought the blitz. Taylon Payne came on the blitz that opened up Hasiel Perez to come in and make the sack, but couldn't quite get to the quarterback. He eluded Hasiel and then able to find the Mayfield receiver downfield for a big gain. So good job by that quarterback right there getting around Hasiel. So hopefully we get a stop, Coach. Need a big stop or a turnover right here. And Mayfield going to go with the timeout.
So we'll take a quick timeout as well. Mayfield up 7-0, 3:08 to go in the first quarter and deep in Goddard's territory. We'll be back. Goddard Rocket Football, Roll Blue.
For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready with biannual HVAC maintenance as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
All right, we are back. So Mayfield called a timeout. They are on the ball, ready to go. They are on Goddard's 24-yard line, working the left hash. First and 10, Ochoa going to take the snap in the shotgun play action. Gets hit as he throws, ball's up in the air.
Oh, is that a catch?
Ochoa tried to come back and get it. Yeah, he had to think about it, you know. Ball hit the turf. You got to think about it.
Oh, my gosh, Coach. I'm not going to forget that. But Gutierrez, Coach, with the big quarterback pressure right there.
That was intended for Ochoa. All right, 2nd and 10, Mayfield, 24-yard line of Goddard up 7-0, reverse.
Goddard's ready
Goddard
for it.
all over it, but breaks a tackle. Mayfield going to end up getting a few on that one. Sorg did a good job reading that. Couldn't quite get him down, but he delivered a big hit. And Cabanas a little shaken up on that. And, yeah, Sorg hit him hard. Good job by Cabanas breaking that tackle.
He's gotten hit hard a couple times already, Coach. So 3rd and about 8 coming up now for Mayfield. Goddard doing a good job preparing. They're ready for that reverse play. Instead of chasing, trying to make a hero play, stayed home.
So they move Ochoa around because he was the receiver a minute ago. He's back at quarterback, going to fake the screen to the right, throw it to the left. Benavidez trying to find some space. Goddard all over that one. That is Levi Viscata. Coach, he's been playing great ball all year, along with Haas and that whole defensive line.
And Coach Angel Mesa also in on that tackle.
Like I said, Angel Mesa and Mark Grahiola on the player spotlight interview coming up at halftime. Stick around for that.
I bet that was a lot of fun for you,
They
Coach.
had
Mark Grahiola is a character.
He was wanting to dance, but he's a little nervous once that camera got on, Coach.
You know, everyone's going to see that, huh, Mark?
Yeah, very, very good interview. And they had a creative ending to our Dion's Pizza.
Oh, going with the draw. Goddard's ready for it.
Still
he broke
breaking
2 tackles, though.
Oh, and missed tackles really hurting Goddard right now. It's going to be 1st and goal. Inside the 10. Coach, we had him wrapped up a couple different times.
Honestly, Coach, the perfect
slipping out
defensive play call for the quarterback draw and just unable to make some tackles right there at some critical moments.
So Mayfield knocking on the door again, up 7-0 on Goddard, 1:15 and running here in the first quarter.
And converting, Coach, a couple of times on 4th down now. The play clock is getting low.
Got to snap it. Ochoa going to roll out to the left. He's looking to keep it. Nope, he's going to throw back to his right.
Yes.
And that's dropped. And he's,
oh, my gosh, thank goodness.
He had to think about that one too, Coach.
Coach,
if that was incomplete or not, it was clearly a drop. He's looking around like, is there another ball somewhere? Maybe he didn't catch it.
He's thinking too much into these rules, Coach. He's ready for the big leagues. Catch it, make a football move, 3 steps.
Right?
The ball's on the floor, buddy. It's incomplete.
All right, so that was a good play by Mayfield.
Gosh, it was open, Coach. Missed assignment by Goddard. I think the safeties might have
bootleg to the left.
Fell for it.
He could have kept that. He has the option to run it, and he tucked it like he was going to run it, and then he untucks it. He sees a guy streaking across back along the back line of the end zone. Good ball, dropped, incomplete. Mayfield dialing up some good stuff here, but Goddard's defense trying to shut the door. 2nd and goal.
I think
from the 9-yard line. Ochoa in the shotgun, going to run it up the middle, going to pick up a few down to the 5-yard line. That's Marcus Castillo for Mayfield.
Then Eric Gutierrez in on the tackle, Coach. And was that Mesa or Gaston that helped him on that?
Coach, I missed it. It looks like
I think maybe Mesa. But just going back to that first down play, Coach, like Mayfield must have stock blocked right there where the receiver goes and acts like he's going to block and then releases for a route because he was too wide open to just run by our face and be open. But here we go, big 3rd down, Coach.
Mayfield, and they're going to have to call a timeout because the play clock was running down. So we will keep it here because there's just one more play left here in the first quarter. Mayfield was in a heavy look right there with double wing, really kind of double sniffers, and they were big. It was big personnel, so Goddard got to look at that personnel group and that formation. I would be thinking pretty strong run situation, especially from the 5-yard line for Mayfield. So we'll see.
Definitely 4 down territory.
Yeah, I mean,
Coach.
they went for it 4th and 10 from their own 50.
Yeah, seriously. They were going for it 4th and 14 too.
So. I mean, unless they look at it like, go up 10-0, it's an easy field goal. But we've got a long way before that happens. We'll see what happens here on this 3rd and 5. Coach Deck with Coach Roybal, Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's our 2nd time going through those Oregon mountains, Coach. Just beautiful drive.
Yeah, Coach. Great weather. Always drops about 10 to 15 degrees when you drive into Ruidoso from Roswell, and then kicks back up when you get back into Alamogordo, Las Cruces.
All right, so high drama at the Field of Dreams. 3rd and goal for Mayfield right at the 5-yard line. They're going to stay in the same formation, but flip it to the right. So it's a heavy look to the right with a couple sniffers, but gun to the left. They're going to shift those guys over to the left. Ochoa takes the snap. He's going to just give the ball right up
over
the middle.
Jeez.
Goddard, rejection.
Full Nelson.
Roll
Coach.
blue. That's Angel Mesa. Was one of them in there.
Haciel
Big
Perez
time.
also. Wow.
Haas and Angel. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So Mayfield will have time to think about this 4th down and goal play coming up. We'll have time to stretch our legs in the press box here for a minute. We'll be back for the 2nd quarter. Mayfield up 7-0. Goddard Rocket football, roll blue.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
All right, and we are back here, Coach, at the Field of Dreams. High drama. Goddard with a big 4-yard tackle for loss right there. Angel Mesa and Hasiel Perez going to bring up a huge decision for Mayfield.
I think if you're Mayfield, you go for this, right? There's no doubt about it. We'll see what they do. So one thing I've noticed here at the Field of Dreams, Las Cruces, all of the timeouts are a little bit longer for whatever reason. Now Mayfield did lose 3 yards on that play, so it was 3rd and goal from the 5. Now it's 4th and goal from the 8. So they did lose 3 yards. That could impact your decision a little bit. Not sure of the quality of their kicker, and they are going to kick it. So I think Goddard, with that tackle for loss, really forced Mayfield to kick this field goal. I think 4th and 5 or closer, I bet Mayfield goes. And coming out of the timeout of the end of quarter, Mayfield running guys on and off the field, disheveled, snap, hold, kick.
Was it good? Yep.
And it is good. So Mayfield will take a 10-0 lead, but that feels like a big stop for Goddard. Some penalties, one very, very incorrect call on the first drive. All adds up to Mayfield with a 10-0 lead. But it feels like that was a big stop for Goddard, and we just need to get this ball and go and drive and score here and feel a lot better about it.
Yeah, Coach, once we put that ball in the end zone, I think that'll wake our legs up. I think that long drive gets to you a little bit. I know it affected me. I was ready for a nap come right before the game, but I'm ready to go now, ready to get after it, and hopefully these Rockets get to punch in the end zone, Coach, and get it rolling for us.
Thursday night NFL football as well. Cincinnati up on the Pittsburgh Steelers 14-10. The Icy Hot Bowl, Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers, both quarterbacks over 40.
The Icy
Coach.
Hot Bowl, Coach. I love that. That's
that.
awesome. And then Flacco, yeah, they're Bengals up 14-10. And big game tomorrow, Coach. Roswell High and Artesia, 1 versus 2 in Class 5A.
And, Coach, I meant to confirm where that game is at. Is that in Roswell or in Artesia? Remind me.
I think it is in Roswell.
Okay,
Coach.
that's what I thought. I meant to confirm that, but I didn't want to say it wrong. So tomorrow night, Wool Bowl, Roswell Artesia. That's going to be a big one. So there's the rollerball kick again that they fake for years now, and it has been illegal for years. So, I mean, they can't do it, but they always fake it. All right, here we go. Going to be a 5x5 kick. Just going to pooch that one to Goddard's left. That's going to stay in bounds.
And that's
Valdez
a good decision by Valdez.
Yeah, because that ball is about to take a tricky bounce.
And with Mayfield coming down fast, you just got to grab that ball and make sure nothing silly happens. So good job right there by Valdez.
They put a little magic dust on that ball, I think, Coach. That's taking some funny hops out there with that kicking ball.
Yeah, they better check that ball, Coach. That was a little interesting right there. So
that's one of those little sponge balls from Target.
Yeah,
like over there with all the toys.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what Mayfield's kicking with out there. All right, so Goddard will take over on offense on their own 24-yard line. Goddard will be working the left hash. It will be a twins look into the boundary to the left. Wing and Castillo split to the right. Castillo split way wide out by the numbers. Vasquez in at quarterback. He's going to hand this off to Gibbs. And, Coach, that semi-truck is getting rolling.
That's every time, Coach, at least 7 yards a pop by Gibbs.
It doesn't matter, Coach. He is breaking the first tackle. If we were to do a stat line of yards after contact, most of his yards are after initial contact. He is running hard, Coach, and I would think that Goddard is going to be giving Brady Gibbs a big dose of the football tonight. We'll counter play. Nope, we're going to pull it. Going to find Valdez. He's going to run over a guy. Whoa, look at Elijah Valdez, Coach, number 9. And, Coach, he is a big, strong kid and does it all for Goddard. He will block, he will catch, and that's another kid I would expect to see as this season goes get some more touches out there, because he makes it happen every time that he gets the ball. And, Coach, you saw it, they're tough.
Yeah, Coach, hard to bring down, and like Brady Gibbs, seems to always fall forward whenever he has the ball in his hands.
1st and 10, Goddard on our own 48-yard line, left hash. Going to be a trips look now into the boundary to the left. Vasquez, gun left back there with Gibbs. Mayfield brings some pressure up the middle. Snap is low. Guess who, though? Gibbs gets it, breaks a tackle, runs over 3 guys, roll blue into Mayfield's territory. Coach, remember whenever Ezekiel Elliott would do the "feed me" sign with the spoon? Is that
what Gibbs needs to be doing right now
tonight? Feed that man. Feed Gibbs. He is rolling, Coach. 2nd and 2, 8-yard run.
And Coach, I'm with you. You mentioned earlier that Mayfield's defense was a little discombobulated, and earlier, like that last play, they had very interesting alignment.
It doesn't look like they're sound in all of their gaps to me from up here. I mean, it's, we'd have to kind of pause it and diagram it, but they're stemming around and they're not stemming correctly.
We got a penalty here. And then Coach Joe Ceballos in on our offensive line, and offsides on the Mayfield Trojans, giving Goddard the first down.
Well, that's a good segue, because we were just talking about Mayfield. They're not really gap sound, I don't think, in their alignment, and then they'll try to stem around late, and I don't know if they're stemming around because they know they're lined up wrong or if they're just trying to create some confusion, but they get offsides, and now they're doing it again, and usually that means they're going to run a little twist or something, but it's 1st and 10, so Vasquez is going to hit Castillo. He's got some space, stops on a dime, changes direction, going to pick up a couple yards, get out of bounds.
And then Elijah Valdez with a big pancake over there, Coach.
He does it all. That Valdez kid is tough.
And enjoyed it, Coach. That was my favorite part about it. He was excited about getting that pancake.
Coach Bolaños talks a lot about his football IQ. Elijah Valdez, they'll be watching film, and he answers every question, even for the other position groups. And Coach is like, "Hey, you other guys need to speak up." It's Valdez every time. So, all right, so going to be RPO and pull it again. Almost intercepted.
Pass interference,
flag
Coach?
on the play.
Are they going to give us
way back in the deep secondary, but it was a quick RPO, and he pulled it.
Are they going to give us linemen downfield? How can he see where the linemen were from that position?
I almost think they might call
it. There's two different. Look, Coach, there's 2 flags on the field.
Could it be
the back judge threw it after the contact?
But you're right, there is 2 flags. I would think one is going to be illegal man downfield.
And one pass interference.
And one either pass interference or maybe a late hit.
So
because
offsetting, holding on Goddard.
That's another consequence sometimes of those RPOs. You go from run blocking and then the play will change into a pass. It just kind of changes the dynamics and the angles.
And then a pass interference. So, offsetting, Coach.
All right, so 2nd and 6, Goddard. See if we get back on this brutal running game so far with Gibbs. It's going to be a straight drop back pass. Vasquez almost intercepted. So Mayfield does a good job. Good zone drop there into their zones and gets a little tip on that. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, we had trips to the wide side and went that way, Coach, and Mayfield was ready for it, had the tip and potentially the opportunity to intercept it. Thankfully, the ball dropped, and then Goddard going to have another chance here on 3rd down.
So big spot here for Goddard, 3rd and 6 on Mayfield's 35-yard line. Trips to the left, one is a wing. Castillo split to the right. Gibbs up the middle. And Mayfield finally does a good job of wrapping him up on that one. It's number 5 for Mayfield, it looked like. And I think Goddard will definitely go for this. And I think Mayfield probably ran man coverage right there and just had a guy essentially spying Gibbs. And another meeting with the officials, Coach. I don't know. I can't possibly know what this could be about. And it's our favorite official back there. Coach, he has 5 things to say after every play to both teams. We'll get the call here from the White Hat. Personal foul, Goddard. Personal foul, Mayfield. Offsetting.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. So, this will be 4th down.
He's making himself known, Coach. At least it was offsetting.
At least it was offsetting, yeah. So probably kids talking after the play. You definitely don't want to be doing that. If you get 2 personal fouls, you're ejected.
For the rest of the game and the next game, right, Coach?
Yes, that is correct. So Goddard will go for this. Lost one, it looked like, so this would be 4th and 7. And now we're getting a long explanation again.
I've never seen the back judge go and talk to the coach and explain himself.
And Coach Bradley's upset with the explanation, as we all are just ready to move on with the football game. 4th and 7. Coach, I'm trying not to get on our weekly referee rant, but
I already did, Coach. My bad.
It's just, I mean,
they're all over the place.
And
right
I'm
now.
not just talking about this game. I mean, this is just a take I have for all sports, all levels at this point. There's just too much refereeing going on. There's another meeting.
The meeting of the mind. The back judge wants to come into. No, it's already settled, back judge. Go back. Go back, buddy.
Oh, boy. And then Goddard trying
He's like,
to
well, I know what we should do.
Hold on, guys. I got to be over there, too. Let me get in on that. All right, so.
But the ball. Why are they moving the ball back?
I think
if
that
it was
must
offsetting?
have been. Yeah, that must have been the next meeting.
Oh, they actually got it right because Brady did lose 2 yards right there, and it was okay.
All right, so
they came to the right conclusion.
After all that high drama in Las Cruces, 4th and 7. Vasquez in the shotgun, straight drop back. He's going to roll to the right, throw the ball over the middle. That is going to be caught. Castillo breaks a tackle. Mayfield tackles him, but it's going to be 1st and goal. Goddard down to the 10.
There is a flag, Coach.
And there's also an injury for Mayfield. So we'll sort out the flag. We'll sort out the injury. As of now, it's 1st and goal Goddard. But you know how that goes. We'll see what happens. We will take a Doug, we can probably take like a 2-minute timeout here. We can take a little bit of a longer timeout, injury and whatnot, and we'll try to regroup. KSVPTV.com, Goddard Rocket football, down 10-0 but driving.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
All right, we are back. So we're a little unsure. I think they picked the flag up, Coach. They had a little bit of a meeting down there, not sure, but so it's not quite first and goal for Goddard. First and 10 from the 11 of Mayfield. Vasquez run it right up the middle to Gibbs, going to pick up 5 yards, but flag on the play.
Got her with a little split zone action, Coach.
So
Love that.
If you guys at home thought we were going to get a couple plays in a row without a flag, you were wrong in thinking that.
If you bet the over on penalties tonight, you got it.
Coach Roybal, you need to petition Prize Picks to add a penalty category.
Oh, yeah, Coach.
And parlay the over on every game played.
Every game in the history of sports. All right, false start.
So it's going to be, I think, illegal formation. So probably not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Those pre-snap penalties are killer. All right, so back it up to the 16-yard line. First and 15 for Goddard. Down 10-0. Trying to punch this into the end zone. Going to be a twins right, split left, and wing left. Vasquez in the shotgun with Gibbs. Going to motion Benavidez left to right. Going to run a little option to the right.
Gosh.
There's no one out there on the edge. Vasquez breaks a tackle. Going to be inside the 10. We'll see where they spot it.
Coach, the cornerback for Mayfield just tackled Josiah Castillo as he was trying to, block him, and I don't know what was going on. He grabbed him from the shoulder pads and just dragged him down. I'm very surprised there wasn't something called right there. It was right in front of that line judge on the Goddard side.
And there's another meeting with the officials from that back judge.
Some extra.
Coach, he is getting his steps in, and then now he's talking to Mayfield again about something.
Some extracurricular activities. Maybe he's telling him about that, but if you saw it, you should have called it.
And then there was a flag, but they picked it up. Coach, he might have went and talked to him about what you saw, how he went and tackled Castillo. Maybe gave him a warning about.
But I really wish he would have just gave him a penalty because that was odd, Coach.
And like he's a cornerback playing defense, and Castillo doesn't have the ball. He went and tackled him. Coach, I don't know. I know it's 2nd and 9.
About 7-yard
just
rush.
Outside the 9 there.
Vasquez got 7.
And Mayfield really doesn't have an edge, like a literal edge on their defense with how they're playing this right now. So Goddard could probably, there you go. That's
Noah
Lujan. Throw those hands up.
Let's go, baby.
Vasquez rips a slant. And it's a touchdown for Goddard. Roll blue. Make it 10-6. Hold your breath for a second. You always have to wait and see. Make sure. I don't see any meetings or anything going on.
Lujan, Coach, with a great snag right there. Vasquez, great ball. Going to put the Rockets on the board.
So Vasquez with the touchdown pass, and then you get 1 point in PAT for fantasy? Or, how does that work?
Yeah, Coach, you do.
So throws the touchdown. Kicks the PAT. It's good.
Coach,
make it 10-7.
More surprisingly, no flags on the touchdown play or the PAT play.
Yep.
Let's go.
So Goddard, roll blue, cutting into Mayfield's lead. We will be back for the kickoff. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 KEND Talk FM back in Roswell. Las Cruces Public Schools TV sponsoring this whole stream, doing a great job. Our friends here in Las Cruces, we're having a good time We'll be back for the kickoff. Roll Blue.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
All right, we are back. So big touchdown drive from Goddard. Brady Gibbs with a couple nice runs. Vasquez with a couple nice passes, including a big fourth down conversion where he finds Castillo. Coach, a couple runs, about 3 or 4 or 5 offsetting penalties on both teams back to back. Nobody knows what happened. And then after all that, Vasquez rips the slant into Lujan. Good catch. PAT's good. Kickoff now, Goddard, 10-7. Mayfield's going to field that up to their 30, and Goddard meets him and
greets him, Coach, with the rude.
The meet and greet there at the
A rude awakening
30.
right there
So
for him.
Goddard's defense now. Coach, Goddard's defense has played well in this game. Just one play, kind of blew a coverage, a long pass. Ochoa got loose a little bit. But overall, Coach, Goddard's defense has played well, really aided by one penalty. So we'll see if Goddard's defense can get a quick stop on this. So I mentioned they move Ochoa around. So he's normally the quarterback. They don't have him at quarterback here.
Coach, Mayfield's a mess right now.
Number 14 for Mayfield is their quarterback. And
Eric Gutierrez, oh my gosh.
The rock bottom finishes him.
Laying the smackdown, Coach. We just need the people's elbow.
Yeah.
And, Coach, big shout-out. One of my best friends, Ricardo Alvidrez, checking in, tuning in, loyal Goddard Rocket fan. His son Jaden plays in the band, the best band in the state, Coach. I know they got a high score Tuesday in Artesia. I was watching that performance on KSVP TV, and I know I'm biased, but we were the best band there by far. Big Blue Crew keeps rolling on.
Yeah, Coach, they were great last year. And
state champs last year.
Even better this year, rolling. So Ochoa's out at quarterback, and he did get banged up earlier. So now number 14 for Mayfield is in. I don't have a number for him.
And then Ryan Romero with a tackle right there, Coach.
He's wearing 14. He might be Mike Vickers. There's a Mike Vickers in Mayfield High. That'd be him wearing 14.
If it is, Coach, we got to watch out for that guy. He's a stud.
I know it. All right, so yeah, Ochoa still not checking in. He is getting some work on the sideline. If I had a blue tent in high school, he'd be in it. All right. So, Coach, you mentioned it, and it's starting to get worse. And for Mayfield, they're really kind of having trouble with their personnel groupings getting lined up. And there's a penalty that I didn't see.
On the Rockets.
I mean, Coach, are they going to –
Is it because he threw him down too hard?
Nobody knows. It was a great tackle. That's all I have to say.
Mayfield is.
I mean, football's a rough game. There's going to be rough things that happen, and it's a penalty, I guess. All right, so Mayfield, after all that, it's going to be 1st and 10 right on the 50-yard line.
And Sorg with the good tackle right there, Coach.
Just a gain of 1. Really, the flow and the rhythm of this game is lacking.
And you guys at home can all see why with all these penalties. And I don't know why on that last play, Coach. I saw something there, but I just assumed it was a towel or something.
I
was
think
wishful
you're right,
thinking.
Coach. I think they just said he tackled him too hard. I mean, what are you supposed to do? I mean,
he just slammed him too hard somehow. I don't know. It's a crazy world we live in now.
It's not how football's meant to be played.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh no.
And we did kind of hit him late on that.
Oh, we got
one.
lucky, Coach.
And
I thought for sure.
The officials didn't see
They
it.
called everything else tonight, and the most obvious late hit they didn't call. Hasiel, you got lucky, buddy. Whew, I got nervous, Coach.
So 3rd and 9. And with Mayfield's backup quarterback in, we don't know how much of a passer he is. We're going to have to find out here.
And Mayfield playing heavy numbers to the right, Coach. And, got us again. Levi Viscara.
So the backup quarterback for Mayfield has a good hard count.
And Coach, I always have a hard time with those defensive tackles having the offsides penalties. Because where's the ball, Coach? Right there in front of their face. Like, come on, defensive tackles, Levi. You got to hold your water, buddy.
Levi's thinking 3rd and 10.
Pin his ears back and go, but got to have.
But it's one of those things. You just have to reset. 3rd and 4.
Make a play. Make up for it.
Next play mentality. Here we go. So Mayfield will jump into a trip set. Backup quarterback in for Mayfield, number 14. And he's going to get Goddard to jump again. And that'll be a first down. So the best offense for Mayfield right now is hard count. And, Coach, you said it, you just gotta be disciplined. The defense has to have eyes on the ball.
And Coach,
you hear the cadence, but you don't listen to it. I mean, you're just locked on the ball, and that's it.
And Coach, that one might have been Augie.
Oh, that was?
I think Augie that time, yeah. So back-to-back, both the right two-tech right there, Coach, getting the false start penalty, so got to make up for it. It was 3rd and 9. We gave him first down with 2 straight offsides.
Motion, which that would be an illegal motion if he was on the line of scrimmage. I didn't see it at the start. And there is the flag. So there should be a penalty on – because I think that receiver was on the line of scrimmage. And what was the call there, though, Coach? I didn't see it. I saw the tail end of the call there.
Yeah, I think you're right, Coach.
Okay. So it was a tight end. I mean, there's an eligible receiver on the end of the line of scrimmage. But if that receiver's on the line of scrimmage, then that eligible receiver's covered up, and then that receiver went in motion. I'm not sure if it was that or a false start. I missed exactly what the official said there. But 5-yard penalty for Mayfield, make it 1st and 15. Trying to find some flow in this game, Coach Roybal. We're trying to.
Oh, my God.
Did I just – Coach, that's the biggest announcer jinx of all time. And that's going to be a timeout on Mayfield. I'm sure the fans back home in Roswell are –
Well, the refs called to delay a game the white hat. And the line judge says they got the timeout in, so let's see what they're going to go with.
They're going to have a meeting. But I think they're going to grant Mayfield the timeout.
Couldn't this be sent – oh, my gosh.
We're gonna keep it here. I just encourage the fans at home – just put some extra butter on your popcorn, and we'll just try to – hopefully this game can get some flow. But it is just getting wrecked by stoppages right now. But Mayfield is up 10-7. So Mayfield got the ball to start the game, had a couple nice runs, gets down to Goddard's 50, 4th and 14. Get Goddard to jump, make it a 4th and 9. Mayfield still goes for it, throws a deep ball down to the 5-yard line. It's an incomplete pass. The ball's rolling out of the end zone over by the track. They have a meeting. They call the catch good somehow. Mayfield punches it in next play, make it 7-0. Goddard has a nice drive, comes up short on 4th and 1, deep in Mayfield's territory. Mayfield gets another drive together, kicks a field goal, make it 10-0. Goddard, big drive, answers 10-7. 3:36 to go, second quarter. Mayfield, 1st and 15 on Goddard's 45-yard line. And that looked like a false start. Quarterback back to pass, incomplete. Mayfield's backup quarterback is in. We don't have him listed on the roster. And that is concerning for Mayfield if Ochoa's out. Pretty clearly their best offensive player, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, he threw a really good ball, a catchable ball that was not caught, that was rolled to be a catch in the end. But that was a good ball, and so far the backup hasn't been able to have quite the same accuracy, Coach, or playmaking ability.
And he's not mobile looking at him, but we'll see. Maybe he'll get out on the edge and make some plays, but so far it's pretty much just base runs. And
oh my gosh,
Eric
Gutierrez, Jaciel Perez, Isaiah Montoya,
Jordan
Levi
Chavez
Vizcarra
coming down, everyone in on that one. Junior Ryan Romero's in on that as well. So 3rd and 11. 3:06 and running. Mayfield up 10-7.
So Mayfield going with the trips to the wide side, single receiver to the short side, gun to the right.
With less mobility at the quarterback, we might get after it. Ball is tipped. Jaciel, that was going to be a screen. Goddard was all over it anyways. I think Ryan Romero jumped that from the safety spot. The D-line tips it. And I think Mayfield will punt. I think Mayfield's probably seen enough of this offensive possession. They're calling punt.
And they went with that same screenplay, Coach, where they try to fake it to one side and go the other way. And just neither time very successful. And
so
Coach, I would be very surprised if they did not punt this.
They are going to – they have a different – so the third different guy lineup at quarterback, number 12. Maybe he's their quick punt guy, quick kick.
Is he going to give it the pooch?
I don't think you're going to bring in a third quarterback and go for it. Yeah, he's going to back up into a punt.
What in the world?
And then run a fake. Goddard's going to be all over that one.
Oh, my gosh.
Tricky, but ineffective for Mayfield. They had him lined up at quarterback, but he's the punter, and he's their third quarterback, so they're not going to go for it right there. And then he runs back into a punt formation. They snap it to him. Then he tries to run for it as a punter.
Coach, there's no way that was called, right?
You back him up 10 yards and then try to run it. So it's essentially he's got to run 20 yards as a punter for a first down. Absolutely incredible football going on here right now.
There's no way, Coach, that was called, right? He told him scoot back and punt it.
Well, it looks like the snap surprised him. So I don't know if he was supposed to back up. Not really sure, Coach, but that was
great for Goddard. Let's go score, boys.
Great for Goddard.
Let's go score right now.
And we
get the ball at half.
We had talked about it. Goddard's defense overall playing well in this game. I mean, Mayfield has the 10 points, but really could just be traced to a couple plays. Overall, snaps, Goddard's defense playing well. Vasquez in the double gun, going to run wide. Zach Ariano, he has the edge. He's going to break a tackle. Castillo picking up a block. Look at Ariano go. Push the pile. Big run for Ariano. Good to see him back in there. Roll blue into Mayfield's territory down to the 48-yard line. Chains will move.
Well, Coach,
once the chains are set,
the
clock
chains
will
weren't
roll.
The chains weren't even set for that first play right there. I don't know what the refs are doing.
Oh, and there's another meeting.
The chains were not even set. Oh my gosh.
There are no chains.
They were moving as Ariana was running past what should have been the first down marker. It was what a mess. And of course.
And a holding.
And of course.
After that, it's all coming back.
Coach, they made a mistake, and they needed to blame it on someone else.
At halftime, we might have to have a secret fridge. Is there a secret fridge around here that nobody knows about for our halftime snack? Golly.
at this point, oh my gosh, we're gonna get home at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
I'm getting a sub tomorrow.
How late does Chick-fil-A stay open in Las Cruces? Somebody text us. Check the hours at Chick-fil-A and Raising Cane's, because if it closes, we're going to be very upset. There goes Ariano.
Again.
It's a repeat of the last play. Oh! Bring out the boom boom.
Oh!
Ariano.
Angry run, Zach Ariano.
After all that, Goddard back to the original run of the play before.
Coach, you know it's bad when your teammates are slapping you on the shoulder like, hey, buddy, you're good. Like, it doesn't hurt that bad. Like, nobody saw it. Everybody saw it. It hurts that bad. Goddard Rocket first down.
Zach Ariano, tough. Roll blue. So down to Mayfield's 40. First and 10. Clock is running. 1:42. Mayfield up 10-7. See if we can punch it in the end zone. Double gun look for Goddard. That's going to be Ariano and Gibbs back there with Vasquez. We're going to have a timeout on the field. I think Goddard might have called a timeout. We will take a quick timeout as well. We'll come back and wrap up this first half. KSVPTV.com, Goddard Rocket Football.
Check out some of the big savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select cans of Food Club veggies are 2 for $3, and select boxes of Hot Pockets are $3.98 each. In produce, green asparagus is $2.99 a pound, and large green bell peppers are 3 for $1. In the meat department, 2.5-pound bags of boneless, skinless chicken breasts or tenders are $5.99 each, and whole boneless pork loins are $1.99 a pound. These are just some of the big savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
All right, we are back. So Zach Ariano, after a big hold, brought out the boom boom, big run, trucking everybody. 1st and 10, Goddard, right hash, Mayfield's 40, double gun look. Vasquez going to throw the fade ball, outside shoulder to Castillo. He goes up, mosses him, number one.
The back judge just loves to
one.
call the complete passes, Coach. That was emphatic. The correct call, but that was emphatic, and I love it that time, buddy.
1st and 10, Goddard, down to Mayfield's 18-yard line.
He was ready for that,
The
Coach.
emphatic completion call.
Throw the ball near him. He's going to say it's a catch so he can make the motion of the call.
All right. Goddard on the ball, ready to go. No huddle, double gun, twins left, single to the right. Ariano has the edge. Hesitation. Breaks a tackle. Flag on the play.
Oh. There's another flag, and shout out to everybody watching. My buddy Ricky Granado watching with his sons Luke and Jacob. Shout out to y'all for being able to withstand this penalty fest so far. Coach, this is crazy. Oh, even look back in the background, even Coach Bolaños' son has had enough. I could see him from all the way over. I can see him from all the way over here, Coach, from the booth, and he has his hands over his head, and he is not very happy.
So they threw the flag, and then they picked it up and moved it around. Oh, he's going to pick it up again. Where's he? Where's he going to put it?
Where is it?
Is he going to put it away? He's going to throw it again. Watch him
Wave
throw
it off. Wave it off, please.
Holding?
Oh, yes.
Mayfield.
Wait, defensive holding? That never happens.
On a running play?
That never happens on a running play. We'll take it all day.
When it does happen, it's usually on a defensive lineman trying to prevent the offensive line from getting up to the linebackers on those combo blocks. Usually you don't see it out on the edge like that. Not sure. We will take it. 1st and goal, Goddard. Defensive holding on a run play. We've almost seen it all in this first half, Coach. Here we go. Nate going to scramble to the left, cut it up inside, push the pile. Might get back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock is running, 45 seconds to go. Goddard has plenty of time, plenty of timeouts, but we will have to be urgent and efficient.
And we're lining up quick, Coach. I like it.
All right.
Gonna go with
Double
that.
gun, twins to the right. Vasquez, calm and in control. Quarterback double lead. Vasquez breaks a tackle down to the 3. You probably see Goddard use a timeout. And we do. We will keep it here. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal from the, or is it 2nd or 3rd?
This will be 3rd now, Coach.
So yeah, it's an automatic 1st down on the hold. They're going to spot Nate down at the 3.
Huge play coming up, Coach. Goddard, if they could put the ball in the end zone, score, come out of the half, score again, make this a 2-possession game, just would be absolutely big time for the Rock, especially the way the defense has been playing. Sans that ghost catch, Goddard's defense has been just playing lights out, Coach.
And very critical that Goddard punches this into the end zone, have all the momentum. Goddard has been the better football team, I would say, but trailing. So to go into the locker room with the lead, we would feel pretty good about ourselves. See Coach Guerrero down there with the whiteboard. He is getting the O-line tuned up for a big physical run right here, Coach. And Goddard still has a timeout, so you can run the ball. Maybe you see Goddard spread Mayfield out and just try to run with Gibbs, try to punch it in, then you still have a timeout.
You're going with the Mafia look, Coach.
Mafia look, so we'll shift. We're going to shift right here. Montoya in at quarterback, going to run the quarterback.
Touchdown.
Mafia lead up the middle. That's the Godfather 6 right there. Get it, Mafia, Coach?
Oh, I like it, Coach.
Roll blue, throw those hands up, make it 13-10. Goddard, PAT pending. The Mafia making an appearance in Las Cruces.
And Coach, big PAT coming up, especially given that Mayfield has a pretty good field goal kicker. So need to get this here and then got it up 14-10, 18 seconds left in the half. Big
Snap,
drive.
Hold, kick. It is good. Make it 14-10. Goddard, KSVPTV.com. We'll be back to wrap up the first half. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right, we are back. Goddard starting to get rolling here in Las Cruces, Field of Dreams. Up 14-10 over Mayfield. Goddard will kick the ball off. Only thing that could hurt you here is a big kickoff return, so I think Goddard probably squibbed this on the ground away from trouble. It's going to be a deep kick. Mayfield will have a chance for a kickoff return here. And he's got some space. Good job there by Castillo and Jordan Chavez. Kyle Mesquita as well. And Mayfield, player for them, limping off again. Coach Goddard has been physical in this game. And Mayfield not responding real well to the physicality of Goddard. Goddard up 14-10, 13 seconds left. See what Mayfield does. They have their backup quarterback in. We haven't seen Ochoa in a while. Probably safe to say he's out. That is an incomplete pass into the boundary and dangerous. Backup quarterback, he doesn't get a lot of reps during the week. And the reps that he does get's usually not in the 2-minute offense. And in this case, it's the 20-second offense. So pretty risky for him to drop back and be throwing deep outs like that. Goddard, we have a sticky secondary, and if they throw that again, Goddard could be in line for a pick six. I think you probably see Mayfield just run the ball here, and they do. So a little zone run up the middle. Goddard will handle that 7-yard gain. And we are at halftime. We made it, Coach. Goddard up 14-10. Stick around. Like I said, we have the player spotlights coming up. Angel Mesa, Mark Grahiola. Halftime show. We're going to go see if we can find some snacks, get some fresh air. The way the breeze rolls in off the mountains here in Las Cruces. Just
the Oregon Mountains, Coach.
Just breathtaking. Goddard up 14-10. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Roll Blue.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
This October, it's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. Scary good deals on everything for your home. Actually, reclining sofa and love seat, just $9.88 both pieces. 5-piece pub set, just $2.88. Queen-size mattresses as low as $148. Huge savings store-wide, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas. Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
All right, welcome. We are live again. Another edition of our Goddard Rocket Player Spotlight, brought to you by Dion's. As always, I'm Coach Deck, joined by a couple superstars here, Mark Grahiola and Angel Mesa. Mark, let's start with you. Playing that offensive line, and Coach had mentioned it during his interview. You guys are really starting to run the ball, really pound it with those backs and starting to play physical. Talk about how that O-line's going for you and playing with the guys.
So yes, sir. So now that I feel like coming into our senior year, we had higher expectations from last year's season. So now, all of us starting to click now. If we're having trouble, we start talking them out. We have more communication for sure.
Mm-hmm. So going on the road down to Las Cruces to play a good Mayfield team. Talk about what you're seeing from that Mayfield D-line. Pretty tough up front.
Yes, sir. We're looking at a big nose guard and two tight fives. They're big guys, so we're gonna have a ball game.
Now, what's your favorite kind of block? You like to just base a guy and drive him, or you like pulling?
I love pulling, Coach.
Yeah,
I love pulling.
Get your eyes up and then just get downfield and knock somebody down.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
All right, Angel, let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball. So you're playing that outside linebacker role, playing great ball all year, flying around, making plays. Talk about what this defense means to you and some of the other guys and how you guys are playing.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty solid defensive-wise all year, and we came in really pumped this season, and our chemistry on defense, I would say, is really good. We speak a lot, and, we have Tate Payne. He's really talkative, really leads the defense, and our D-line loves to get nasty. These guys are good. And, we're just really pumped for this game, pumped for the rest of the season. We're just going to ball out, really.
Well, and you mentioned being physical, and you're one of those guys. You have to play the run, but then you also have to play the pass and cover those guys. So talk a little bit about that for you, kind of being able to do both of those things.
I wouldn't say it's not as hard as it looks. It's actually pretty simple. Just got to make sure I break down for a tackle, make sure I read my guards, read my keys, make sure my teammates know what we're doing, and it's quite simple, really.
Would you rather have a big hit or a big interception?
I'd say a big hit.
Yeah. All right. Heck yeah. So playing Mayfield, they run the ball quite a bit, so you'll have to be ready for the run. And then also some of the pass off of those play action looks. What are you seeing from Mayfield's offense on film?
They look pretty good. We have our eyes on a couple of their guys. I feel like we'll be able to contain the run very, very well. We always seem to contain the run pretty good, and we have our two really good safeties. So I feel like anything downfield is not going to work.
So Mark, talk about maybe some players that you are fans of and watch play, either college or pro, or favorite teams, things like that.
Oh, yes, sir. We can start off with college. I used to like watching Will Campbell when he was with LSU. I just love the mindset he had. He's a QB guy, and I feel like I'm the same way. That up to the NFL, I like watching Trent Williams. Again, love that
physical
mindset he has. Yes, sir.
Angel, what about you?
I say more professional. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, so I love watching me.
You guys added Micah Parsons in, man.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
He's been balling out all year.
Good deal.
Sure.
So Dion's is our sponsor, of course, and you guys already said pepperoni pizza all the way.
Oh, yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and get us a slice here. Oh, what do you know? There's pepperoni in there, Doug. Look at that. Go ahead, guys. Goddard Rocket Football making the trip to Mayfield. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
Cheers.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Bob Reed Pest Control. Reliable, professional, and experienced. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly, hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
No doubt about it, our favorite season is fall. Leaves fall, temperatures fall, and electric bills fall. Fall brings us the joy of mowing our lawn for the last time and the sadness of picking that last tomato. Here at Roswell Seed Company, we start to talk about pansies, broomweed, and the first freeze. Yeah, we can get downright giddy. This is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you that fall is when Mother Nature starts to show off. Try not to miss any of it.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation. If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Honda Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Honda Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
This October, it's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. Scary good deals on everything for your home. Ashley reclining sofa and love seat, just $9.88 both pieces. 5-piece pub set, just $2.88. Queen-size mattresses as low as $148. Huge savings store-wide, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
What's going on, guys? Jeremy Rowe here at Roswell Honda. It's October at Honda, so that means it's time to paint Roswell Honda pink. For every vehicle that we sell, we donate $50 to the Chaves County Cancer Fund, and last year we raised $5,000, and this year we're trying to beat that. But that's not all. We also have a drawing for some designer purchases that we're gonna give away, along with some other prizes. So come see us October 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 2177 West 2nd Street, right here in Roswell.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Check out some of the big savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select cans of Food Club veggies are 2 for $3, and select boxes of Hot Pockets are $3.98 each. In produce, green asparagus is $2.99 a pound, and large green bell peppers are 3 for $1. In the meat department, 2.5-pound bags of boneless, skinless chicken breasts or tenders are $5.99 each, and whole boneless pork loins are $1.99 a pound. These are just some of the big savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Bob Reed Pest Control. Reliable, professional, and experienced. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
Okay. All right, we are back for the second half. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Goddard Rocket football making the long road trip, up 14-10 at halftime. I'm Coach Deck, joined as always Coach Roybal. Coach, there's really no other way to slice it. A pretty hard first half to watch for both teams. Just countless penalties and confusion out there. Really got everyone in a grumpy mood. Least of all, most of all, both teams and both coaching staffs. You could just sense it here in the stadium. Both teams really just wanting to play some football. So hopefully, for the boys' sake and the coaches' sake, we can find a rhythm to this football game. But the good thing for Goddard, we are up 14-10. Scored late in that second half, really starting to get the ground game going early. And then Nate Vasquez starting to get dialed in the passing game. Goddard's defense is on fire. Couple early drives from Mayfield, aided by penalties, leads to those 10 points. But after that, Goddard's defense has been lights out, physical. There's the fake roller ball kick that, again, is illegal. You can't even do it.
Wasted energy, Coach. Wasted calories every time.
Looks good, though. And Goddard's defense, physical. Mayfield's on their backup quarterback. Second half kickoff. Here we go, a little pooch, and that ball is loose.
Oh, my
Goddard's
gosh.
going to come up with it. They're using the
Jordan Chavez is a huge.
And, Coach, that is true. I was kidding earlier, but look at that football. That's one of those spongy balls from Target. I don't think you're allowed to use that.
No, Coach.
Did you see how that ball bounced off the turf?
No, they're those ones in elementary school that everyone could punt 40 yards for some reason.
And then it hits in the rocks and goes 50 yards in the air off the bat. Mayfield's kicking with that ball. You can see it.
Throw the flag for that one, guys. Come on.
And then it bounces, and then Mayfield batted the ball with their hand, which that's illegal. You can't do that. But Goddard got the ball anyways. So here we go. 1st and 10 Goddard, first possession of the second half. Double gun, Vasquez in at quarterback, twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Going to run it wide with Ariano. Mayfield's been giving up the edge all day long. We'll keep taking those easy yards. And that's a great adjustment by Coach Bolaños. We've been talking about Mayfield's defense, little misaligned, not gap sound, especially on the edge with how they're doing it. So Goddard jumps in that double gun and uses the play side back to get the edge and zone right with the line, and then the back away from the play just runs wide, and Ariano just collecting a lot of yards over there. Mayfield going to blitz off the edge.
I love this play right here.
A little counter option there.
And that's the advantage that having the two backfield does. You can fake the zone and then run a backside 17 option. And, right there, multiple, Nate could have pitched it. I think he made the right decision in keeping it, and then he picked up the first down right there. And then, add in a double lead for the QB. And just crossing each other, backs crossing each other. There's just lots of things that you can do, especially with how dynamic our running backs are, Coach.
This exact scheme on defense is getting more and more popular, spreading, especially in college football. And there's a counter play. The GT, hit the Jets, breaks a tackle. Gibbs down to Mayfield's 30-yard line. Roll blue. Gibbs loves those GT plays. Mark Grahiola loves those GT plays. Crowd loves it, going wild. All the Goddard faithful making the long trip.
They'll be at Raising Cane's, Coach. Well, no one will be at Raising Cane's or Chick-fil-A from this game because it's not going to end at 10 o'clock, unfortunately.
So update, everyone flooded us with good updates. Chick-fil-A closes at 10. What are you doing, Chick-fil-A? The Raising Cane's open till 3 a.m., Coach.
Oh, we're good then.
Raising Cane's is good. There's a quick pass out to Lujan, makes a good catch, makes a man miss,
And, Coach, how about that stiff arm by Mr. Noah Lujan? Oh, Coach, flag.
Oh. They heard us talking about.
They couldn't go too long. They're going to test that 3 a.m. theory, Coach, that we have. So on Goddard, not to anyone's surprise. 10-yard penalty, Coach.
All right, so 1st and 20, move it back.
Going to nullify
Mayfield's 39-yard line.
And we're staying with that spread look, Coach.
Mayfield just is not lined up correctly to anything. Ariano again, he's got space. He might score. Hit the Jets. Ariano, 1st down and more. Oh, trying to hunt the pylon. Where are they going to spot him?
Touch.
Right at the 1-yard line.
Oh, I'm so sure. What a run by Ariano, though, Coach. And as you mentioned, they're just not aligned correctly at all. And
anywhere.
Goddard is
at
just
any level of the defense. I don't know, but we'll
running at will, Coach, right now. And it's surprising that what's going on, and Goddard just needs to keep running and running and running and running.
That is great to see Ariano back and Coach Bolaños running this offense for Goddard. Man, he's seeing what Mayfield's doing and is putting us in some plays that are walks to the end zone just like that. Roll blue. Ariano make it 20-10 Goddard.
And Ariano is announcing his arrival with authority, Coach. He was out a couple games, coming back and showing how deeply he was missed, running all over the Mayfield Trojans. And what a duo we have back there in the backfield, Coach. We got thunder and lightning. Brady Gibbs, fast, and will run downhill. And then we have Ariano, fast as well. And then it's going to bring the lumber and kick. PAT is good by Nate Vasquez.
Make it 21-10 Goddard. We will take a timeout. Goddard heating up here in the desert, Las Cruces. Roll blue.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
All right, we are back. Here in Las Cruces, Goddard starting to roll, up 21-10. Ball bounces down to Mayfield, going to field at the 15-yard line. Middle return, going to get it up.
Jordan Chavez, Elijah Sanchez in on the tackle, Coach, and another Mayfield player down.
Have the Joneses watching from Albuquerque. Zach and Samantha and Winnie, biggest Goddard Rocket football fan that there is. Get Winnie a snack here. It's the third quarter. Goddard up 21-10. 9:25 to go in the third quarter. And, Coach, we were talking about during the timeout, Goddard has fully established a dominating rushing attack in this game. And if we can get a stop here and jump back on that run, we can start rolling through this game.
Oh, my gosh. Eric Gutierrez with the suplex. Ryan Romero,
another
Taylor Payne.
rock bottom. That was almost stone cold stunner right there. Whew.
Oh, my gosh, Coach.
And that was a penalty the last time we did it, not on that one. I don't know.
Eric Gutierrez absolutely bringing the pain tonight. And then Mayfield, they want to try some outside zone plays or some options because that A gap is being filled up pretty nicely right now by Eric Gutierrez. And they're going to run a little trap play and get some good yardage. But
guess who?
Oh, my gosh, Eric Gutierrez, doesn't matter.
Coach,
he's making every tackle right now.
He is relentless, and he's exactly what you want in a defensive lineman. He's physical, he's aggressive, he's tough, he's quick, but he has that motor. Just a nonstop motor. I mean, it doesn't matter where the play is, he's going to flip his hips and chase it down. And if it's right there in front of him, he's going to get a tackle for loss. Just an elite, all-state caliber lineman. Eric doing work. And that's going to get stuffed again. Mayfield just not a lot of options. Right now they're spiking that wing inside. Some call that a version of lead. Some call that a version of power. Call it really just a spike lead. Going to bring up a 4th down. Mayfield struggled in their punt personnel last time, and they're struggling in it again. They only have about 7 on the field.
Coach, they are missing a few players. Wow.
They're up to 11 now, so they had 9. Goddard might just come after this. Mayfield out of sorts. See if Goddard goes after it.
Oh, my gosh.
Snap it to
scoop
the
and
end
score.
zone.
Scoop and score.
Score.
Scoop and score. Goddard with the fumble recovery. Number 25, Ryan Romero. Shout out to Ryan Romero. I'm sure his brother is there watching. New Mexico State student Elijah Romero, former great Goddard Rocket, and his brother Ryan showing out in front of Big Bro. Love to see it, Coach. And Goddard with the chance to just put their stamp on this game, and Coach, and really just pretty much put the game on ice early, Coach. The way we're running the ball and the way our defense is just swarming, I don't anticipate Mayfield putting up much of a comeback.
That was another great segue, Coach. We talked about Mayfield's struggles on their punt, just getting lined up, getting their personnel, and then they were missing a couple guys, run on late, snap it over his head. 1st and 10 Goddard on Mayfield's 13-yard line. Vasquez staying in the double gun. That is easy money. Brady Gibbs runs over his own guy and a couple from Mayfield.
And, Coach, our linemen
down to the 5-yard line.
Our linemen are just dominating the line of scrimmage, and we're not being touched, our running backs, until 5-6 yards, 6-7 yards down the field, Coach. This is some great offensive line work, and our running backs are just benefiting greatly, and they're running hard, running strong, running fast.
Goddard looking for another 6-7 here, Coach.
Another 6-7.
All right, 2nd and 3. Going to run wide to the left with Gibbs. Makes a cut, breaks a tackle. Roll blue. Brady Gibbs goes boom, boom at the goal line. Another touchdown for Goddard. The Goddard faithful.
Where's the cowbell? I need to hear that cowbell, guys.
Got really wound up on that one.
And I don't think the Mayfield fans liked it too much, Coach. They might be starting to pack it up.
Vasquez trying to go 4 for 4. Snap, hold, kick. And it's good. 28-10, Goddard.
With a huge lead, Coach, 28-10. Goddard just controlling this game. And you mentioned Stone Cold, the stunner, Coach. Goddard controlling the game, and that's the bottom line. Stone Cold said so.
And we're going to say so. A timeout. We'll be right back for the kickoff. Goddard up 28-10. Roll blue.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
And you know, Coach, with all this, you know, we're doing really well with these segues and calling things. You know, we might have to make a stop, Coach. And old Mescalero. Oh, there's a penalty on Goddard. We missed it. We were laughing too hard.
We turn our head for 1 second, Coach. We get a penalty. All right. So shout out middle school football here in Roswell. A lot of exciting things going on. My guys at Berindo, we will be playing for the Border Conference Championship next week on Tuesday against Hobbs Houston. That'll be at the Wool Bowl at 6 o'clock. Berindo and Hobbs. My guys, Coach G, Coach Young, and the boys, shout out to you guys playing great ball. We'll get the rest of the middle school schedule here in a second. Mayfield kickoff return up the middle. So all these games will be on Tuesday. We'll have Mesa against Clovis Gaddis at 4 p.m. at the Wool Bowl. So Mesa Clovis will be before our game. Berindo, Hobbs Houston. Shout out to Coach Manzanares, Coach Frescas, Coach Kelly, doing a great job with Mesa this year. Boys really, really play hard. I know Coach Mans is excited with those boys and loves that group, and they've been playing great ball all year. So their bowl game be Clovis Gaddis, 4 o'clock before, like I said, Berindo and Hobbs for the championship.
The Battle of the Greens teams, Coach.
Yeah. Mayfield, 1st and 10. Down 28-10 to Goddard, 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Trips to the left, split zone look from Mayfield, base run up the middle, pick up a couple.
Coach, they must have no confidence in this quarterback to throw the ball.
Yeah.
They're down by 3 scores, and they're still just handing that thing off, and not much success either, Coach.
Then we'll have Sierra making the road trip to Hobbs. Going to play Heiser. That's going to be 3 o'clock on Tuesday in Hobbs. Coach Dunlap, Coach Espinosa, Coach Martinez doing a great job with those Sierra boys. Boom! Eric Gutierrez and Angel Mesa, TFL.
And Coach, Angel Mesa has been playing some great football tonight. That's his second tackle for loss tonight, him and Gutierrez. And Gutierrez doesn't have to be said. He's always playing great football. But Angel Mesa with multiple tackle for losses, multiple solo tackles. And
he's been doing that all year, having great coverage as well. So to finish up that thought on for Sierra and Hobbs, that'll be 3 o'clock in Hobbs. Also on a Tuesday, Coach Dunlap, Coach Espinosa, Frank Martinez doing a great job with those boys, as always, year in and year out. Then Mountain View will be going to Clovis also to play Yucca. That's 5 o'clock in Clovis on Tuesday. Finish up that thought here in a second. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Steps up in the pocket. Deep out route. Trouble. Tip ball. Almost intercepted. That is incomplete. Bring up a 4th and 10.
Jesus Ortiz with the pass breakup right there, Coach.
And, Coach, that's the Torres trio there in Mountain View. Josh, senior, and Josh the second, or junior. Tanner Todd's in the house. And then Coach Tristan Torres also coaching there with Mountain View. Just really, really cool to see.
So what you're saying is we have Torres cubed over there leading the Mustangs.
The Torres trio, great family, and Coach Josh and Tristan both just balled out for Goddard here recently, and they're diving into the coaching business and just love to see it. Mountain View doing a great job over there. And again, they will play at Clovis Yucca. And again, Brendo, my guys over there, will be playing for the Border Conference Championship against Hobbs Houston. 6 o'clock World Bowl Tuesday night. Both teams undefeated. Going to be a great show over there. Goddard putting on a show here in Las Cruces, up 28-10. We were just graced by another legend, Tanner Todd, coming up and saying hi to us in the press box.
Good old Tanner. And Coach, Mayfield with the Hail Mary on that last play, and they're down 18, and it feels like they're down by a lot more, and Goddard just getting ready to just run this down their throat. But looks like they might be changing the defense up a little bit, going with a more traditional 4-down look.
And
well, maybe not. Maybe they're misaligned and they're going back to crazy.
We're going to have a meeting with the officials. Not sure why. Every time there's a meeting, the fans get quiet. They don't like those meetings either.
And now we're going to get a timeout. I guess, yeah, we're going to get a timeout. And 28-10, Goddard Rockets up. Been lots of stoppages in this game, and just messing up with the flow of the game. But Goddard, after they got their legs back from the long trip, able to just really take control of this game, and big stop on 4th down right there. And Mayfield, ever since their starting QB has gone down, their offense has not had much traction, and Goddard just taking advantage of that, Coach. And Goddard's running game is just literally dominating right now, and I expect to see more of that with Brady Gibbs and Zach Ariano, the Bash brothers. We had the defensive Bash brothers last year, Coach, with Taylor Payne and Nate Reed. Shout out to Nate Reed, plays for New Mexico Highlands. Now we got the offensive Bash brothers, Zach Ariano and Mr. Brady Gibbs. And then Vasquez is going to drop back and throw it. And incomplete right there. Looking for Lujan. We had the wheel dig concept going right there and couldn't quite hook up with it, Coach.
Another Coach Manzanares shout out. This time Coach Val watching at home on the big screen. Coach Val and Coach Manaman taking over the cross-country program, doing a great job building that back up, making running great again. Coach Manaman, Coach Val, and obviously Coach Val softball right around the corner too. And those girls are tuned up, Coach. Going to have a big year softball coming up.
Oh, yeah, Coach. They're going to be ready for it. Coach Val's got some good talent to work with, and she's a great coach. And then going to go with a little bubble look and get it to Castillo's going to pick up the first down, it looks like. Oh, no, maybe a yard short.
Do they mark him in bounds for that clock to keep running? No.
Please mark him in bounds.
He'll be out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Manaman, Coach Manzanar is doing an awesome job over there with the cross-country team. And
making running great again. I want that on a hat with a big GR. They're doing a great job. And Coach Artesia has a night. They have a cross-country meet at night where they bring out the glow sticks and all kinds of cool stuff. We have to go check that out. And I was telling Tanner Todd, when you get KSVP to go stream one of those, that would be so cool. It'd be fun.
Coach, the finish, we would lose our minds.
Absolutely.
Like that would be worth it. Just talking shop for the first 15 minutes or so, and then kick it into high gear once they start hitting that finish line, Coach.
Double gun from Vasquez. We're going to stay on that wide run. Mayfield finally got tired of us running for 20 yards of play on that, and get some pressure off that edge. And in this, won't go into a ton of detail, but in this style of defense, your safeties have to have a run fit down in that alley. They pretty well stay in kind of a cover 2 shell, but they really need to assist in the run game, and they haven't done it until that play the whole game. So it hurts your run fits, it hurts your gaps, it hurts your alleys, and Mayfield hasn't quite sorted that out yet, and Goddard's ran for a lot of yards. Incomplete on that screen pass. So 3rd and long. Mayfield's telling the crowd to get on their feet for this big 3rd down play. 3rd and long for Goddard. See if Mayfield's defense can get after it.
They're just loyal fans. They're getting loud with this score.
Yeah.
Goddard going to go with a double lead, and
Vasquez going to get outside. He's going to slide down. They'll mark him where he slides.
He's going to pick up about 11 right there, Coach. And
crowd was hoping for a big sack on that one. Going to bring up a 4th down though.
That was a double lead for the quarterback. Supposed to be, hitting the A gap, B gap, and Vasquez saw that was a little congested, kicked it outside, picked up a good chunk of that yardage, and Goddard is going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Might as well. Mayfield hasn't stopped us all game, and Mayfield's offense is at a complete standstill at the moment. Rockets defense looking like Texas this weekend against OU, Coach. Shout out to Coach Gillette. He's a big OU fan. I haven't talked to him yet.
Yeah, Coach, and we had talked about that game as well. Maybe OU had some advantages going into that one, but did not work out. And you're a big Texas fan as well. Big win there, Coach.
Yeah, so hopefully Texas can carry that momentum into the rest of the season. That's usually what the rivalry game does, catapults you if you win. So hopefully that happens for Texas. Hopefully they play like that the rest of the year, and hopefully the Goddard Rockets play like this the rest of the year. Both these teams, Coach, we mentioned, they're in the gauntlet part of their schedule. They play each other now, and both of these teams are really good football programs. And then Goddard's going to have Artesia next week. Mayfield's going to have Roswell, and then Goddard's going to have Roswell to end it, and then Mayfield is going to have Artesia to end it. So all those teams playing each other, Coach, makes for some great classic matchups, and 4 of the top 7 teams in the state right there.
So 4th and 6 for Goddard. I can tell you what's coming right here. It's going to be the Nate Vasquez hard count. He's been doing it all year.
Coach,
let's see if he could get Mayfield to jump. We're going to run 18 option. How about the little head nod and fake? Vasquez off and running. He glides into the end zone. How about that fake option, little shoulder shrug, hit the Jets, roll Ballou, throw those hands up again, 34-10. Goddard, Vasquez running the show.
Coach, looking like Arch Manning right there with that option. Good fake. And
that's his favorite quarterback, too. He's been watching him, Coach.
Coach, and that play was going to work if Nate kept it or if Nate pitched it. Goddard blocked that perfectly, perfect play call, and, not much that Mayfield could do right there.
Coach Bolaños just dialing it up. Mayfield has no answers. Snap, hold, kick.
And Coach,
it's good.
If you haven't claimed him, Nate Vasquez starting on my fantasy team. You're going to pick up a lot of points right there on that run alone, on that 24-yard touchdown run, Coach.
Well, Coach, I actually got you this week because since he's a kicker, too, I started him at kicker.
So all his quarterback points count.
Boom. So I get all the quarterback points from the kicker position plus 5 for 5 PATs. So I was locked in.
Who's the commissioner of this league? Where's Doug? We got to find out if that's legal.
Doug is going to make the final ruling that does count. It's a kicker flex. I mean, All right, so Goddard's up 35-10. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back for the kickoff. KSVPTV.com, Las Cruces Public Schools TV, sponsoring this stream down here. Beautiful night in Las Cruces. And actually, Goddard's already on the ball, ready to kick. So we're gonna keep it here. We're having fun. And we ain't never had too much fun.
Never, Coach.
I think the officials, like Coach Alvarado said here in the second half, they figured out this is a school night. So we gotta get these kids catch the bus in the morning. So a lot more rhythm and flow here in the second half, and it's led to some great drives from Goddard. All right, so Mayfield will take over on their own 20-yard line. Goddard up big, 35-10. Mayfield's homecoming night. You never want to lose on homecoming. But Goddard playing good ball.
And you kind of never want to play your homecoming game against a quality opponent either, Coach.
Oh, a little
Isaiah
roll out
Montoya.
to the right. Montoya gets some. Just a couple yards on that. Big physical hit. Great read, too, Coach. He was close to jumping that for a pick six.
And, Coach, shout out to Isaiah Montoya's cousin, Taman Barola, my physical therapist tech over at Reactive. They're getting me right, Coach, at Reactive Physical Therapy. And shout out to Taman, Isaiah's cousin. Isaiah doing work tonight.
Trying to get you back on the golf course, Coach.
ASAP, Coach.
Yeah. Luckily, we have year-round golfing weather here.
Exactly.
Oh, there is Sorg. Big TFL. Levi in there. Haas, Eric, Ryan Romero, Payne, Jordan Chavez, Lacey, Jesus Ortiz.
And he got a rocket on the defensive side you could think of as pretty much in on
Castillo
that tackle.
playing in there tonight as well. Third and 8 for Mayfield. Run that split zone, and I think Mayfield.
And yeah, they
kind of, they just kind of know they don't have a drop back pass game right now.
And they're gonna have to go for it right here, Coach. If that's the kind of play calling you're gonna do, I would just punt the ball than give Goddard the ball that close. You know what I mean? I don't understand that.
The quarterback has a strong arm. You can just tell he just hasn't had the reps, and maybe trying to get Goddard to jump.
Goddard and man.
So he'll have to get set for a second. Play action, and we're going to get a penalty and a timeout from Mayfield. So Mayfield was going to go for it. And they pulled the guard, and we're going to run a play action pass. So timeout on the field. We'll come back for this fourth down. Goddard Rocket football up big, roll blue.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
All right, we are back. 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mayfield called the timeout on 4th and 5. Thought maybe they were going to try to get him to jump first and then run a play, but they snapped it. But Coach Bradley got the timeout in just before they could snap it. So, you have to go for it now. Wasted a timeout. which I think they're going for it anyways. I mean, it's 35-10. They're down 35-10.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to punt, Coach.
And they are going to punt.
I'm just saying,
I mean,
with the play calling being so limited due to the injuries, like, you have to do this. You can't give the Goddard the ball there. They'll score in one play.
It's definitely a tough spot.
You know what I mean?
But it's also only 5 yards, and you're down big, and they have not been able to stop Goddard at all. But it's a tough situation for sure. So that's the end of the third quarter. We will take another timeout, come back for the fourth quarter. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Raising Cane's open till 3. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right. We are back for the fourth quarter. Goddard up 35-10. 35 unanswered points. Coach Mayfield jumped out to that 10-0 lead. Goddard a little bit flat to start. Mayfield aided by a couple crazy calls that led to points. Mayfield up 10-0 early. Roll blue, 35 unanswered for Goddard.
Yeah, Coach, as we kind of mentioned, a little slow to get off the bus for the Rockets, but as soon as we did wake up, it's been all Goddard all the time this whole game, Coach. And Mayfield just kind of throwing the white flag right there, Coach, punting on in that situation.
Goddard, I don't think any doubt we'll see this rushing attack, and Mayfield's on the field still getting lined up late. A late blitz, and Vasquez will escape the pocket. And wide open, Castillo gonna cruise to the end zone. Vasquez stepping up in the pocket, delivers a dot right to Josiah Castillo. And, Coach, he made it look easy cruising to the end zone. Roll blue again.
Coach, I don't know what kind of coverage Mayfield was in right there, but there was not a Trojan within a 15-yard circumference of Mr. Josiah Castillo. That was within the radius. That was unreal, Coach. There was nobody near him.
And you're seeing Vasquez's evolution as a young quarterback as well. You know, earlier in the year, that's one of those where I think he would have bounced outside the pocket to try to make a play once he feels pressure. But, Coach, on that one, he felt pressure and he stepped up in the pocket. And when you step up in the pocket, you can keep your eyes downfield a little bit better. And, Coach, that was just an elite pocket awareness step up from Vasquez, eyes downfield, delivers a perfect ball to Josiah Castillo, catch and run, touchdown. What else can you say? Roll blue.
62 yards later, puts the Rockets up, Coach, by 31 points. And, you know, let's get another one, boys, and get that clock running. That's the Mercy Rule nonstop clock. We might be able, Coach, 9:15 nonstop clock.
Yeah, and
Chick-fil-A could still be an option.
I was checking the weather app to see if we were going to have clear skies for the drive home, and I missed if we made the PAT or not. So the scoreboard says 41. Did we miss it, Coach, or did we make it?
Coach, I also have to have an admission. I was looking at the Bengals-Steelers game because Aaron Rodgers just threw a 60-something-yard touchdown to take the lead, 68-yard touchdown to take the lead over the Bengals. But 2 minutes left, Bengals ball. Old Joe Flacco could have a comeback brewing.
What is the score in that one?
31-30.
Wow.
So hopefully there's not a pick six and we got some bad beats going, Coach.
There's some people interested in that around. You never know.
You never know.
So I was checking weather app. Coach Royball's checking Bengals Steelers.
looks like.
Not sure if we made the PAT. Sorry about that.
I'm assuming a miss, though, Coach.
Assuming a miss because the scoreboard has it 41-10. But
and they're on it here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. That's all I know.
All right, deep kickoff. Mayfield going to run all the way across the field.
Good luck with that. Oh, my gosh. Noah Lujan and Taylor Payne bringing the thunder.
Lujan.
All game long, Coach.
Payne, tough. Whew. Love that one. Physical, Coach.
All game long, these Goddard Rockets have been playing physical, just dominant football. Mayfield's probably glad this game was on Thursday. Coach, give them an extra day of rest. Like I said, they have a tough road ahead of them the rest of the way. And then going to have bad field position, Coach, at their own 14-yard line. And Goddard's defense has just been pinning their ears back and making life hard for Mayfield. Let's see if they continue that. And, yep, run right up the middle of the A-gap. And Eric Gutierrez.
Physical again from Goddard's D-line. We got some subs in there, Coach. Who's that made that tackle?
I think that was still Gutierrez, Coach.
And then who's that next to him?
I think he did a full Nelson on that poor kid.
So we have Eric Gutierrez. Then we have who's that other two-tech here?
Oh, Rodney Ward. Is it Rodney Ward?
90. It's hard to see the numbers. Press box window a little dirty. 95.
I know Rodney was in the 90s earlier in the year.
We'll check on that number for you.
It looks like we have a Mayfield injury. So
we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Goddard up big, 41-10. Roll blue.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast, no matter how remote the site. When every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by
Okay. All right. Injury timeout. Hopefully kid from Mayfield's okay. That's Zach Tweedy with the big tackle out there for Goddard, Coach. That's one of my weight training guys. Good job, Zach, getting in there.
Oh, my
gosh.
Eric
Gutierrez. Coach, a lightning bolt, that defensive tackle. Wow.
Coach, they need to figure something else out to do, because if I'm that running back's parents, I'm calling social services. This coach is endangering that young man, throwing him into Eric Gutierrez's arms every single play. That kid's going to need 5 ice baths tomorrow.
He is lightning quick, Coach, and definitely all-state caliber player. And I think no doubt gets some looks at the next level as well, Coach. He just dominates every snap. High motor.
And
3rd and 12. Mayfield just another base run. Looks like they want this clock to run as well.
And Coach,
Goddard in on that one. Montoya, Viscata, Sorg, Haas, everybody. Starting defense still out there mostly.
And Coach, Gutierrez doesn't just do this against the bad teams. He does this against everybody. I can remember him vividly last year against Roswell High doing work as a sophomore.
Yeah. So Mayfield will have to punt. And this has been scary for Mayfield.
And we got 91, Augie Valdez in there, Coach.
Mayfield still running guys on and off the field. Could be trouble. Goddard's up big. I don't know if they'll send the house after this, but they could. And it'd probably be a block. And stoppage in play. Delay a game. And Coach Mayfield all night is just, they can't get lined up correctly, especially on defense and especially on punt.
Yeah, Coach, a lot of times on the special teams plays, they have Guys running on, running off. One time they had 9 guys on the field. I haven't seen that in a long time.
So we'll see if Mayfield can get this punt off. And they do. Skied high into the night sky here in Las Cruces.
Oh, no.
Fumble from Goddard and a fight for it. I think Goddard might have got that back. I think Mosquito ripped that away from the Mayfield guy. See, the officials are not in any hurry to.
Oh, and Mosquito
does
good.
Get it. So good job by Kyle getting that ball back. So Goddard's offense will take over. Goddard up 41-10, 9:17 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Goddard can get another touchdown. We will get into running clock territory. The hunger pains for Raising Cane's are elevating right now.
Oh, and what is happening? Looks like Goddard's defense is on the field, Coach.
Are they going to have to repunt?
Automatic first down? What do we do?
We rough the punter?
We had to have.
Yeah. They didn't make a call. So, roughing the punter. Mayfield will get the automatic first down. So Mayfield on their own 25-yard line. Twins to the right. One is a sniffer split to the left. Backup quarterback in for Mayfield. We don't have a name on the roster. He's number 14. 5-yard run there. Few Mayfield fans left, loving that first down run. That was Castillo for Mayfield.
Yeah, these Mayfield fans sure are faithful, Coach, because most fan bases are out of here at this stage of the game.
All right, 2nd and 5, 8:43 in running. Goddard up big, 41-10. Split zone, run inside again. Haas.
And it's awesome
with a big TFL. Coach, this D-line coach for Goddard just plays so hard, and they're lightning quick. Tweedy checks in. Boy, Zach.
No, Coach, and Gutierrez sets the tone, and you see the kind of confidence that it brings for everybody else on the line. Like, they're wanting to inflict their own pain also.
We have Catch Cisneros in there for Goddard as well. Trouble for Mayfield. Haas with the big TFL.
And Jeremiah
Sorg in there. Montoya. Coach Goddard's defense wrecking this game. And a quick back to fourth down, back to a punt situation for Mayfield. And they're still missing guys. Nope, now they got it. All right, so they got 11. We'll punt. Hopefully we don't want to rough him. Maybe set up a punt return opportunity. Line drive kick. Mosquito going to have room. Makes a cut. Trying to get to the end zone. Crowd loves that one. Coach, they thought that was going to be a touchdown there for a second. Good job, Kyle Mosquito. Change of possession. Goddard up big, 41-10, and Coach Goddard just looking to get this clock rolling, get on the bus. We got a school night tomorrow. You and I are going to be a little sleepy during first period tomorrow. Actually, not you, only me.
No, Coach, I thought ahead, unlike you.
Yeah.
I knew we were going to get home late.
That Frontline website going to be getting some bandwidth issues. Everybody logging in on the way home on this road trip home. Shout out to Frontline. What a great invention that is.
Oh, that's my favorite tool, Coach. Romeo Pies,
There you
coach.
go, Romeo.
Running in easy 11 yards right there for Mr. Pies.
Wherefore out thou Romeo, first down to Mayfield's 23-yard line. Coach Romeo, one of the exciting young players for Goddard. Looks like Goddard's starting to make some more subs, getting a bunch of guys in here. Got Marcus Torres in on that O-line. Try to get these other guys as we can here. These uniforms are sharp. Some of these white numbers hard to see from where we're at. Spike lead inside. Romeo again.
Falling forward, coach. Easy 7-8 yards right there.
Oh, and we're getting backed up, a hold.
Oh, not surprising. That's why I need to do these stats in pencil, coach.
Well, here's an idea for Gene Dow and the powers that be at KSVP. You're always trying to sell sponsorships. We need to sell like a penalty sponsor. Like every time there's a flag, you get a shout out for your business.
Oh my gosh.
And that would be like Gene could sell that for a
They'd
big amount of money because they're going to get 20, 30 shout outs a game.
They'd have a monopoly on advertising, coach. I don't know if that would be allowed.
Or maybe we should start a food truck. Me, you, and Doug, we're going to get a food truck, and we'll get a sponsorship for KSVP, and every penalty we're going to shout out our food truck. I mean, we'll be rolling, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, I'll just be strictly business side of the food truck. You do not want me near the kitchen.
I'll be strictly on the eating side.
Doug, it's all on you, man.
Doug, you gotta run it. All right. Trick play maybe? Nope, little bubble to the back. That's going to be Pie spins, breaks a tackle, and another flag.
We have a flag.
Brought to you by another penalty, and we were doing good here in the second half till we were starting to get confident in these calls, Coach. Not happening, and we have a Bengals-Steelers update during this penalty.
Bengals with the win, 33-31, Coach.
Bengals winning, you said? Hey, that's good
For some people. Some folks are going to be happy, I must say. And, good thing for Goddard, Coach, get a big district win, move to 6-2 on the season, and also have the opportunity to stay at home and watch your next two opponents battle it out tomorrow.
Yep. Artesia Roswell tomorrow, that'll be a big one. Goddard will play Artesia next week, followed by Roswell on Halloween night. How about that?
Yeah, Coach, unreal with the timing on that's awesome.
Gene Dow needs to send out a company-wide email. KSVP mandatory dress-up night Friday night, the Wool Bowl, right, for Halloween.
Oh yeah, Coach, for sure.
Get all the camera and crew and us and Doug and Tanner Todd. Spooky season.
Coach, I say we go as Hall and Oates.
Or we go like Key and Peele and bring the football energy they have.
Oh, yeah.
Another meeting. But from the officials.
And this back judge is so involved.
He is mixed up.
I think the back judge wants to be the white hat, and the white hat wants to be the back judge. Yeah, 41-10, Goddard Rockets with the game in hand.
And
just trying to get home safely.
I think he might have ejected number 1 from Mayfield because he's upset. And
we're not going to have any of these extracurricular activities, no Mickey Mouse.
And that back judge, he's playing Hail Mary prevent defense back there. That's how far back he is. And he keeps having to run, sprint up, and have a meeting about every third play.
Coach, he's that far back so he can have the angles, Coach.
And he ran down there and he gave number 1 from Mayfield the business, and I think maybe ejected him because he's out of the game. I don't know.
Coach,
nobody knows.
For some reason,
they're not making a call, and I don't know. Goddard, 4th down and 6 from Mayfield's 18-yard line. Quick screen. Valdez breaks a tackle. Look at that move. Valdez off to the races into the end zone. Elite. Love that move.
Coach,
wow.
he should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage, and he broke that and went to the house. Just great play call, great execution. Valdez just doing work right there, Coach.
Roll blue.
Oh, no, there's a penalty.
There is a penalty. Coach, we were watching that run. We didn't see the white hat
throw
a flag.
Gosh.
But everyone would be worried if they didn't throw one, so at least we're keeping it consistent. Just a penalty on every play the entire night.
And, Coach, for some reason, I imagine that line judge, when he goes and explains things, talking like Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
I mean,
they were going to tell you what, man, they're offsides.
I'm not. They don't do a good job communicating the calls either, so we're as confused as you are.
And then
even though we're here watching,
they forget where the ball was previously and misplace it, and it's been a mess, Coach.
So 4th and 17. We'll do it again. It's a shame for Elijah Valdez. Coach, what a catch and run.
Just L-fade it to Valdez right now. Let him get his – no, he's at the slot. Never mind. Give him a post. Give Valdez a post out of the slot.
Going to run it with Pies on 4th down. Just try to get out of here. There's Romeo. Makes a cut. Good run, but won't pick up the first down. And Mayfield will take over on offense. Goddard up 41-10. KSVPTV.com. 106.5 Talk FM down in Roswell. We're on the road in Las Cruces, having fun as always. Goddard looking to close this one out. Shout out again to the Las Cruces Public Schools and their TV broadcast team. Doing a lot of things for the community over there, Coach.
Oh, yeah, Coach, for sure. We'd like to thank Las Cruces Public Schools and LCPS TV for tonight's video broadcast. LCPS TV, capturing the moments that make our New Mexico schools and athletes shine.
Goddard's defense and offense. We've been shining too all night, up 41-10. So 14 for Goddard. That's listed as catch on the roster, but that's not catch. So if you know 14 for Goddard in these baby blues, hit us up. Got Zach Tweedy out there. Looks like Augie. Snap, ball is down, and Mayfield.
Rockets have it.
They were not interested in jumping on that one. And I wouldn't be either. Way Goddard's D-line is flying in there. Goddard will get it. Roll blue.
How about that? Mr. Ryan Romero with a second fumble recovery on the night.
That looked like Cam Newton in the Super Bowl against the Broncos, Coach. That fumble in the shotgun, he just let it go.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
huge play in that Super Bowl.
And as you said, Coach, there weren't too many Trojans very interested in jumping on that football. They're going to have a long film session tomorrow, Coach.
So 2:54 now left in the game. Clock is stopped between possessions. So Goddard back on the field. All the young kids out there mostly. There's a couple starters sprinkled in. Good to see these kids get some work out there. There's Romeo up the middle. Breaks the first tackle. Looking to push the pile. Christian Acosta out there.
Shout out to his grandpa, Elias Acosta, Coach. Works at Goddard with us. Just absolutely
Elias
great
is a
man.
First ballot Hall of Famer, Coach.
No, first ballot Hall of Famer. And if you deny that fact, then I will not talk to you.
Elias is amazing. Been testing all week. So the kids pretty wore out from that. Sophomores on Wednesday, juniors were today. So both gyms, a lot of tables and everything to get those gyms set up. You know, Elias and his staff and everybody just doing work with that. Pies hits the spin cycle. He's off to the end zone. Face mask doesn't matter. Wherefore out thou Romeo.
What was going on after?
There's some
extra pushing going on, like
penalties galore. Every official out there.
And Goddard played it smartly, Coach. Goddard was having none of it. They let Mayfield do their own thing.
Started off as a face mask, then I think another face mask. So Mayfield's going to get hit with multiple personal fouls. And Romeo Pies, how about that move? The spin hits the Jets. They yank his helmet off. He gets in the end zone anyways, and then another flag at the back of the end zone. Another meeting with under 2 minutes to go. Goddard up 47-10.
And these guys are –
I mean, I think everybody would agree. Let's just kick the PAT and go.
Coach, do they know they do not get paid by the hour?
Maybe they do. Maybe that's a –
If they do, I'm going to start reffing and throwing penalties every 2 seconds. They ain't going to tell you what.
All right. Well, we know there's a couple penalties on Mayfield. And we're going to get a call. Personal foul on Goddard. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I think Elijah Valdez blocked too hard and too long, Coach, on that play.
Oh, boy. I think this is just one of those Thursday night follies.
Spooky season, Coach.
Comedy hour here in Las Cruces. They literally, they grabbed Romeo's helmet so hard. His head turned completely around backwards as he's going to the end zone. And it's a penalty on Goddard.
And we couldn't get one of those infamous offsetting penalties.
Right. So, anyways, Goddard up big, going to win the football game. We're just trying to run this clock out.
And not
Goddard
have
up 48-10. We'll have a running clock whenever we come back. KSVPTV.com. Coach Deck and Coach Roybal getting delirious on this Thursday night. Roll Blue.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, we are back. Goddard up 48-10. After this kickoff, we should get a running clock. Goddard up 38.
And the penalty.
Chick-fil-A is turning the grills off here momentarily. We're probably not going to make Chick-fil-A. But Raising Cane's clutch open till 3 a.m. in these college towns.
Elijah Sanchez.
Oh, big hit there from Jesus Ortiz. Also, trying to get all the numbers here. That's going to be Elijah Sanchez for Goddard, number 10. Big time hit also on that kickoff. And I love it. Running clock. They're trying to run it. The officials keep saying, stop it. And they're just running it anyways,
yes.
Coach. I love it.
Run it.
Oh, I've seen it all now. All 4 officials are waving their hands to stop the clock.
Why do they want them to?
And the Mayfield clock operator said, no, we're running it anyways. That's phenomenal. So it is supposed to stop for a change of possession. That's what the officials are saying. So it's technically correct by the officials. Mayfield said, no way. We want to go to Raising Cane's too. Here we go. There's a run up the middle. Going to pick up a couple yards. I have seen it all now, Coach. All 4 officials waving their hands to stop the clock, and the Mayfield clock operator, we owe that guy a Happy Meal. I tell you what, he was running that clock anyways.
Because they were listening like most of the women I've ever been involved with. Not at all.
And the officials, they didn't even blow their whistles or anything. Hey, you really are going to stop it. They just said, all right, just let it run.
Just let it happen.
All right, this will be the last play of the ball game. Goddard's going to win 48-10. Mayfield run it up the middle. Goddard will get him down, and that is the ball game. Goddard, a long, interesting ball game, will win it 48-10. We'll be back for a very fast post-game wrap-up. Roll Blue.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we are back. Goddard Rockets win the football game 48-10. Mayfield started off 10-0. Goddard a little bit flat to start, but even then, a couple really questionable calls led to those 10 points for Mayfield. After that, Goddard took a big dose of Roll Blue, rattled off 48 unanswered points. And that's the final score, 48-10 for Goddard. Big win on the road against Mayfield. Mayfield been a powerhouse school for a long time, and they're a young team rebuilding this year a little bit. They'll be back stronger than ever next year. Goddard, big win coming out of the bye week. Now we will play Artesia. And then Roswell High on Halloween. Roswell and Artesia will square off tomorrow. Coach, it's that time of the year. The weather's changing. Trying to finish this district season strong before going into the playoffs. Big win over Mayfield tonight.
Yeah, Coach, huge win, and lots of Goddard Rockets putting their stamp on this game. We have Brady Gibbs, 8 rushes for 67 yards and a touchdown. We have Isaiah Montoya with 2 rushes for 4 yards and a touchdown. Nate Vasquez, 6 rushes, 50 yards and a touchdown. Zach Arellano, 5 rushes, 77 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Pies, 5 rushes, 49 yards and a touchdown. Overall, Goddard with 21 rushes, 247 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And then passing, we had Nate Vasquez, 9 of 13 for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josiah Castillo, 4 catches, 55 yards and a touchdown. Noah Lujan, 2 catches, 21 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Valdez, 2 touchdowns and 19 yards with a touchdown called back on a great reception by Mr. Elijah Valdez. And we won't go over every defensive player that made a play, but some standouts for sure. We had Mr. Eric Gutierrez with, it looks like 8 solo tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 3 assisted tackles, and a QB pressure. Talon Payne had 5 assisted tackles and a solo tackle. We had Mr. Mesa with 2 tackles for loss, 4 solo tackles, and then 2 assisted tackles. Ryan Romero with 2 fumble recoveries, 3 assisted tackles, and a solo tackle. Hasiel Perez, 2 tackles for loss, 2 assisted tackles, 1 solo tackle, and a pass breakup. So just a bevy of Goddard Rockets just doing the work, Coach. And then shout out to Mr. Mika Trujillo, one of our athletic directors. And, Mika, we got to that Caniac combo coming, my man.
Yeah. And, Coach, that's a great segue. Thank you, Mika, for that one. It's Caniac all the way on a night like this. And I found out, Coach, you can sub out that coleslaw for extra bread. So you could get 2 breads as well. So there's no doubt a couple Caniacs. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Long, crazy ball game. Goddard wins. We're going to hit the road. Shout out to Doug helping us out as always. KSVPTV.com. Las Cruces Public Schools TV sponsoring this stream tonight. They do a great job as well. Goddard Roswell tomorrow. Stick around for that one. We will see. We'll see you next week. Goddard Rocket Football. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
That concludes this presentation of sports on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at KSVPTV.com. Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans-Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate branch of Roswell. Thanks for tuning in for this special broadcast. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming. Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson